Hi everyone. Welcome. Today is another Golden Globes live stream. Today I'm joined by three very special guests. If you guys want to introduce yourselves, you can.
I guess I'll go first. My name
Yeah,
is Roberto Ortiz. I'm mostly on Twitter, and I post my movie reviews on Instagram.
Uh, my name is Trevor. I have a YouTube channel, Oscar Buzz, where myself and my co-host Thomas, year-round, we do all of the awards things. And it's, I don't know, vaguely fun if you're interested in that. So that, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Letterboxd, all the different places.
nice.
I am the Oscar Juggernaut. I have two YouTube channels. The main one is the Oscar Juggernaut. The other is Game Boy Wonder, the gaming channel. And I post on Twitter regularly and on Letterboxd.
I left the link to each of you guys' pages, so if people want to check you guys out, which they should, by the way.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. So we're doing Golden Globes today, which I've already done, but it's a new month. A lot of things have changed the past month. But yeah, we can do this one or two ways. We can either start low, like start with the lower category up, or we can start with the higher categories and work our way down.
We can start with the lower ones and work our way up.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
I'm good with either.
Yeah.
All right. We'll start with anime feature.
Cool. Favorite category.
Yeah. Okay. I'll explain some of my choices in a minute, but I have Lightyear, Minions, Pinocchio, Strange World, and Turning Red.
Oh, so you're not doing an alphabetical? Oh, wait. Are you doing an alphabetical?
Yeah, alphabetical. That's how I do it.
Okay.
Obviously, Pinocchio and Strange World would be top two. I think those two are pretty safe. I know I cautiously have Pinocchio because the Globes hate Netflix and anime feature. They nominate Over the Moon, but they have snubbed Mitchell's versus the Machines, Klaus, and I Lost My Body.
It's very weird. Do they just not like Netflix at all when they do their animated movies?
I guess not. I mean, obviously, when we get to Oscars, my anime will look different, but I have Minions in here for now. The Rise of Gru.
I mean, what
like even if a mistake, it could get
precedent. Like,
yeah,
it's definitely possible, especially if you can pick up a song nom as well.
Yeah. I definitely think regardless, it gets into song here for Diana Ross.
Absolutely.
There's no way they don't snub her.
Yeah,
I listened to that song actually yesterday. I'm not so sure about that, but
But the Globes nominate weirder stuff.
How many times have they nominated Diana Ross? Crap.
I'm not sure. Plenty.
I know a lot.
I think there was a least.
She won before.
I remember her winning something. It might have been for acting though instead of singing. Yeah, I didn't do like official song like predictions, but
all right. Yeah, for animated, I think Strange World makes the most sense. I mean, they love Disney and Pixar, so I think Strange World, Lightyear, Turning Red, all make a lot of sense to get in, as well as Minions because like it's the Golden Globes, like it's I might just happen. I actually have Pinocchio getting snubbed just because of their they aren't the biggest fans of Netflix. In animated feature, and it also just makes a lot of sense to maybe not include the more art house of the picks. But I do have one Netflix film getting in, and that is My Father's Dragon. I'll be completely honest. I'm currently predicting My Father's Dragon to win animated feature because Cartoon Saloon does not miss. Well, animated feature at the Oscars. I don't think it's going to win the Golden Globes, but Cartoon Saloon never missed at the Oscars. I think that like it'll be interesting to see how Netflix balances these two because I believe they also have Wendell and Wild from Sherlock.
Yeah,
But,
both
like,
of those. Yeah.
Very much not a Globes thing, but I don't know. I feel really good about My Father's Dragon this season.
Yeah, if it gets in here, I think it could win. I think if Netflix can get the nomination, then I think it will happen. The nomination is by far the biggest hurdle for animated features.
Absolutely, and I mean, it could also be like, I mean, last year they nominated My Sunny Maud. Like, Golden Globes can go for some weird stuff in an animated feature, especially just since the voting body is so small.
I find it weird that they nominate Flea because not because it's bad or anything, but Flea actually technically shouldn't be eligible because it's a documentary.
Yeah. A lot of people did not know that was one of the rules for the Golden Globes, and so and also the Golden Globes probably didn't realize that Flea was a documentary either, so that's probably why they nominated it.
They probably didn't see it. They're like, "Oh, Flea will make us look cool. Let's nominate it."
So they broke their own rules.
Yeah,
Actually,
did.
Perhaps accidentally.
Yeah, I think they've adjusted a couple of them. Like I know now, like I mean, international films are allowed to compete for like the best picture category, so they've gotten a bit better with their weird rules, but there's still definitely a couple in place.
Yeah, because anime actually used to compete and win in the best picture categories.
Mm-hmm.
Like both Beauty and the Beast and The Lion King won best comedy picture when they were nominated.
Yeah,
Maybe they felt like too many animated films were winning Best Picture, and they just stopped that, which is honestly stupid in my opinion. Because if they're that good, then why not?
They should be nominated. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Golden Globes, like they'll do some stuff that just makes no sense to me. Like they have some make some interesting choices every year. Always makes it fun.
Yeah.
I think The Bad Guys.
Yeah.
Like a weird thing to keep an eye out for. It's DreamWorks only play. They're the third most nominated studio in this category, just behind Disney and Pixar. It could make sense, especially since DreamWorks has nothing else to push. I don't think it will go anywhere close to the Oscars.
Oh God.
But
no.
For a Globe, it's possible.
I wouldn't be surprised if The Bad Guys got in at the Globes. It really wouldn't shock me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go for more popular picks. They sometimes do the international. They do.
I mean, I don't know about last year. They snubbed
it's mostly the popular
Machine for My Sunny Maud, and like they had Flea in over like some more stuff. Like I don't think Sing 2 didn't make it last year, right?
It didn't make it the first time.
Like they had Flea in over that. So like last year was a kind of an odd departure. It'll be interesting to see just the Globes as a whole organization this year. Just because they're supposedly a new and reformed group. I think we'll get largely the same stuff, but we'll see.
I think nomination-wise, they're probably going to go back to their old tricks. Like, I don't think there'll be, like, robbery or anything like that. But I do think they're going to go back to, like, picking bigger, flashier performances.
For sure.
Nominating big stars, because there's especially rumors that they're going to come back on NBC. It's the case that they're going to go out of their way to nominate big stars to make sure they come to the award show.
Yeah.
I currently have for animated feature Strange World at number 1. Even though I had Pinocchio on number 2, the whole Netflix thing, I forgot about that. So I'm keeping my eye out for it in case there's a snub. I do have Turning Red. I think that should be number 2 or 3. My Father's Dragon, Wendell and Wild, and I have Lightyear missing.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think Netflix gets in 3 and Pixar only gets in 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Lightyear was just
maybe
remember last
Netflix,
week?
Maybe Netflix might get 2.
Remember last week we all predicted Lightyear would win?
Yeah. Last week we predicted it to win, but after this wave of controversy and very mixed to negative reviews, I just don't see it. I just don't see it happening. It's going to be Cars 2'd.
I honestly don't think it matters. I still think Lightyear could win animated feature at the Oscars, in all honesty. Just because, like, it's a Disney Pixar at least is going to get in 3. Like, look at last year. We had Raya, we had Encanto, and then we had Luca. We thought one would miss.
The thing is, well, first off, Raya is Walt Disney Animation Studios, and
Yeah,
Right.
there's
Pros and
actually a
cons,
huge difference.
There's a huge difference.
No, I get it. I'm just saying Disney Pixar overall, like
Yeah.
awards bodies always nominate them. Like it would have to be like a very bad film, and Lightyear isn't like it's
Well,
still
those
it's still,
had
like,
those had very pretty good scores across the board. Like
Indeed.
audiences loved them, critics loved them.
Yeah,
Lightyear is divisive across the board.
Yeah,
Audiences and
I
critics.
think it could get nominated, but
There
for
is
it
a
to win,
difference.
it's not going to win. I don't think it will ever win.
It could get snubbed. It could be Finding Dory.
Yeah,
It could be, yeah.
if they really want to give Disney and Pixar another award, Strange World is probably going to be where they're probably going to give it.
I agree. I think that's the strongest of the 3 Disney Pixar
Yeah.
films currently.
That guy's
Like-
getting in Golden Globes. That's definitely possible.
Yeah,
I don't currently
for
have it
sure.
right now, but
yeah.
yeah.
But like I don't know. Lightyear is going to be Pixar's biggest push. We know they're going to push it over Turning Red.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
Well, we
I
don't
think,
know that yet. We don't know that yet.
We don't know
I
that
think
yet
100%
because
Lightyear's getting pushed over Turning Red. It'll be
because-
unfortunate. But
with those controversies,
Disney's
keeping that in mind.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
okay, I feel like Turning Red had more controversy attached
No.
to it.
You gotta
And
look
I
on the
think
internet,
Turning Red
buddy.
has more of a.
I know. I feel like it's like it's very comparable, and I also like that typically doesn't matter with animated feature.
And Turning Red, one thing that they have over Lightyear is it could sneak into the best song category.
It could absolutely.
At the Globes.
Because Billie Eilish wrote all the film. I think at the Globes they're going to at least nominate her again. She's not going to win, but I think that they could easily nominate her again.
It's definitely possible.
Best score?
Well, did we still have one more for animated feature? Club Ortiz.
What do you have, Club?
Oh, I have Lightyear, Pinocchio, Strange World, Turning Red, and Wendell and Wild. Now, I think me and Trevor did talk a few days ago. I want to see My Father's Dragon before I predict it.
How good are we feeling about Wendell and Wild?
I'm
Like-
really confident. Me personally, I think it's gonna get in
at
because they
the,
like Jordan Peele. So
at the Oscars, yes.
Yeah.
But here, I don't know. I want to put it in. I want to believe the Globes would do it. But there's just nothing in their history that makes me trust them in this category.
Right. Like it's definitely like I don't know. Are we going to get 2 Netflix films in animated feature
Especially.
at
Hey.
the Globes?
It could be a different season.
yeah, because
How are we feeling about Puss in Boots? The new movie?
No.
oh my god, I forgot that was
I
coming out.
forgot about that too.
Oh yeah.
Forgot it was even there.
That's probably not gonna happen then. Yeah.
Was it nominated before?
Yeah, it was. The original,
Mm.
the first Puss in Boots was nominated.
Oh,
I think that animated is so much more full now though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was back then.
It was back then. Like
Mm.
there wasn't Netflix to contend with like with a lot of films. Like I don't think that Netflix will get more than 1 film in, but they're all filling up space. And now Disney and Pixar,
But-
Disney/Pixar is putting out 2 to 3 a year rather than 1 or 2. So
Like that year when the first Puss in Boots was nominated, the Globes nominated Arthur Christmas in here.
yeah,
So
never happened now.
So that's what I'm trying to say. I'm like,
Yeah.
that year was just empty in general. But that's another conversation for another time. I could literally go on and on about the
Yeah.
2012 Golden
All right,
Globes.
want to get on
but
to
yeah,
another category?
I think we're gonna do best score next.
all right.
Score? All right.
Yeah. I have Babylon. This is an alphabetical order, but I think Babylon's gonna win here. Maybe not at the Oscars, but I think it's gonna win here.
Mhm.
Elvis, Killers of the Flower Moon, The Sun, and The Fablemans.
I
I
have.
don't know about Elvis.
Yeah.
I
Or
didn't.
even
It doesn't really
Oh.
have much of a score, to be honest. It has more of a soundtrack, but not really a score.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh, sorry, I interrupted you though. Keep going.
Okay. I have Empire of Light, Women Talking, Empire Light Winning, Women Talking, Babylon, The Fablemans, and The Batman. Outside shots are Tar. I'm a little iffy on that. The Sun, Top Gun Maverick, and Everything Everywhere.
Okay, I have Avatar, Babylon, Killers of the Flower Moon, The Sun, and The Fablemans.
Yep, I have The Fablemans, I have Empire of Light, I have Babylon, I have Top Gun Maverick getting in, and then I think one of Hildur Gudendottir's films will get in, whether it be Women Talking or Tar. I think Women Talking is way more likely, but we'll have to see Tar, because I think Tar could end up being very big as Todd Field's return.
Yeah.
Other possibilities, I think you guys said them all. The Batman, Killers of the Flower Moon, and The Sun are very much right there as well. But yeah, I don't know. I think that we have a strong top three in Fableman's, Empire of Light, and Babylon.
Yeah, I completely forgot about Empire of Light. That's my bad.
But
I think this has to be Thomas Newman's year. This has to be.
We say it every year, and then he loses
every year.
I feel like this year's different.
I hope so. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, I
hope so too. But
I do.
Yeah, I understand though.
I do think Tar being a movie about a composer might help boost up the score a little bit.
I think he'll get in at the Oscars, but I don't know about the Globes.
Yeah, the Globes
can nominate both.
The Globes always has one out of nowhere predict nomination score.
Yep.
Remember Motherless Brooklyn? Remember Motherless Brooklyn?
I was nominated.
I should have suspected that they would nominate that because they love Daniel Pemberton.
They do. They at least nominate him in either score or song.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't nominate him for score for Chicago 7, but they nominated him for song. For Chicago 7.
Mm-hmm.
So they always at least put him in somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So you're thinking See How They Run? Or
I might, honestly.
Ooh.
That is Daniel Pemberton. That is something I'm legit considering.
Because his only other thing this year is Enola Holmes 2, and I would be
I have got one.
But See How They Run?
Let's not underestimate Enola Holmes. I mean, just saying.
Millie Bobby couldn't get that lead nomination. Nah.
You good?
Yeah.
You even get it for the first film?
Nope.
I don't think so, right? Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
See How They Run's definitely there, as we say, with Pemberton. I could also see them. I don't know. I could see them double nominating Gaga for Maverick.
Yeah, she did part of the score for Top Gun Maverick. So,
Mm-hmm.
I think right now, Lady Gaga's gonna win Best Song. But I do think, and I said this before, and you guys and Juggaunt and Ortiz knows this. If Harry Styles wrote a song for one of his movies, I think he will win Best Song.
Would we have known by now if he wrote a song for the movie?
We don't know yet.
Okay.
But I'm saying though, if he did, I think he'll take that song.
Has he been nominated before, or would this be the first time?
No, but he hasn't really written any song movies before. Like, he hasn't written any.
All right.
But I mean, also like with Top Gun, the original Top Gun, that was its only Globe nom, was in score. So
yeah, and I think it got song too for Take My Breath Away.
I don't think it did at the Globes because it won the Oscar for Take My Breath Away.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
But I don't think it did actually get a song at the Globes. Maybe incorrect on that one.
I think you're right. I don't think it did.
Oh no, it did win. It did win. Never mind. For some reason, I thought it got snubbed. But
it's something they would do. But
but yeah, like I don't know. I think Top Gun.
No, let's be honest here. It's something they would do.
Yeah.
Since we're on the topic of score and song, we're just figuring combine the two at this point. Best song. There's a couple of things I'm watching out for. with Ben Pasek and Justin Paul having 2 movies coming out with original music, I think
Spirited and
Where the
Lyle
crocodile?
Lyle
No, sorry, Lyle Crocodile. Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
yeah. Because
Honestly,
that's
I
Shawn
don't.
Mendes gonna sing it too.
Yeah,
So that's also a
if Shawn
possibility.
Mendes co-wrote, I think Lyle Crocodile could get into song. I think Taylor Swift's obviously gonna get in song here, at least for where
At
the
the Globes,
car
yeah.
They
I don't think
nominated
she'll
her.
at the Oscars.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think she will at the Oscars too. But they have nominated her a bunch of times, even for they nominated her she wrote a song for a small British indie back in 2014 from the movie One Chance with James Corden in it.
And I somehow got nominated.
It didn't get nominated anywhere else, but yeah.
Oh.
But the Globes does weird song stuff every year as well.
Yeah. But no, Taylor's definitely in. I think Gaga's definitely in. One, if not both, of the Basic and Paul's. I also think Paul McCartney's song for High in the Clouds
Oh, I forgot he did that. Yeah.
has potential. I mean, that project's been in development forever. But if it does end up coming out this year, he's writing like multiple original songs for a film. I mean, and he's Paul McCartney.
Yeah. They nominated him before. Hang on, I'm trying to find the exact.
Another Day, one of the Bond songs, and then he, I know he's picked up at least a couple Oscar noms, and he won an Oscar at one point.
They actually nominated him for a small movie. He wrote the song for. Everybody's Fine, 2010, the Robert De Niro movie. They randomly nominated him in 2010 for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Other possibilities. I mean, we talked about Diana Ross for Minions: Rise of Gru. Could
Yeah.
definitely happen. Something from Turning Red. It would likely be Nobody Like You.
Yeah, I definitely think Billie Eilish at least gets nominated here again. Whether that
and then with other stuff like, I mean, we could just like randomly get. I don't know. I feel like I Want to Dance with Somebody will probably have an original song. Like, I feel like that would just make sense.
Like Respect.
Yeah, and just get in. Because there aren't that many
and
songs.
I think that's just could get.
But if I Want to Dance with Somebody does end up having a song, like it would definitely be something to consider.
Oh, and also a song from Elvis could sneak in. I know there's some original music.
Well,
there is. I thought they were all remakes. I thought it was all a remix of one of his songs.
So like with like Vegas by Doja Cat, like that. So since they used a sample from a previous song, I think it's technically not eligible.
I know that's the way at the Oscars, but who knows at the Globes? The Globes does whatever they want whenever they want.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Globes just are going to globe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
They could also break their own rules again. Just saying.
Yeah, they really could.
Definitely possible.
You can nominate a documentary for actor. for some random reason.
I would really love to see that. I would just love to see that happen.
Something stupid like that.
Do we have anything else for a song? Any other possibilities?
No. Do you think J-Lo could get in for "Marry Me" for a song? Because she did write a couple.
Yes, unfortunately.
I think
J-Lo could get nominated for actress.
Yeah, that could also weirdly happen for comedy musical.
We'll talk about that a little more. Especially with them coming back to NBC, maybe they'll try and be on NBC's good side. Like here, we gave one of your Peacock movies a nomination. Please like us again.
Wait, they're actually going to come back?
Yeah.
That's what's speculated as of now.
Okay.
It's not official, but our goal to talk about how a lot of publicists are either for the Globes coming back or indifferent. None of them are like, no, they can never come back. So I think that's a good sign.
But no, Marry Me, definitely, yeah.
Yeah. I think we'll know late July whether or not the Globes will be back for sure.
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah. I was just wondering because like when you said like I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, I mean they have to come back. Honestly, like NBC just gave them a year off. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
because
wait,
they didn't
for
think
now.
it was gonna be for 1 year that they were
Yeah.
not gonna have.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They obviously they still have more changes to make, but I think they've done enough to at least start and then go from there.
Mhm.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would just like to see them back. I would just like it because like the way they did it last year was not that good.
No.
It's like through like a blog. It was very
Yeah.
Yeah,
weird.
it was only through a website where it kept updating. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird.
Actually, when I think I was on a live stream with you, Matthew, or a Twitter chat when we were looking
Yeah,
through
it was
the
a
thing,
Twitter
and that
space.
was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was fun to do it with
Yeah.
you guys.
If the Globes for some reason do that again this year, I'll do another Twitter space.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm.
Nice, nice.
Or maybe another live stream. I don't know. But I'm thinking of doing that for Critics' Choice because I hate Critics' Choice with a fiery passion. I think they are the useless
They are not
useless
they
award
suck.
show. I think
They
they have
suck. They are precursors, so they do
I
matter.
mean, it's just following the trends. They were. I will give them credit. They did some like a couple of really weird
yeah,
things
sir.
last year.
Yeah, but
Throwing
like,
doing the inverse of BAFTA for screenplay was really weird. Throwing
Yeah.
Power of the Dog cinematography over Dune was really weird.
Yeah.
Giving West Side Story editing, like they did do a couple of weird things, but like
they did. It was
And
very shocking, but like with the actor, that was just so weird. Or with how they didn't make Kristen Stewart win, even though she technically should have.
A lot of people say that, and it's like the Critics' Choice are going to copy after what the front runner is. Period.
yeah.
Like, so
Which I
Jessica
hate.
Chastain winning was just not a surprise at all. After she won the SAG, I'm like, she's gonna win the Critics' Choice because they're going to default
they're
to
gonna
her.
follow
Yeah.
suit.
They're
Yeah,
not gonna think for themselves and
Which I
pick
hate.
someone.
it
Like-
will be interesting because
And
like
pick their
SAG
own
was
pick.
kind of the tone setter for this year, but I believe
Oh my
BAFTA.
goodness.
I believe BAFTA is
Yeah.
moving to the front spot. So BAFTA being the potential tone setter for the season
Yeah.
Oh wow.
could be interesting because I believe BAFTA is happening before Critics' Choice and SAG now. But if the Golden Globes come back, who knows? But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
Wow.
that's interesting.
it'll
that
be
is
Do you want to do foreign language?
Oh,
I
I don't. I haven't created a list for that yet.
Okay.
me neither because there's just like at this point we don't know like what country's gonna send them what. Yeah.
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 I mean, Bardo, Mexico.
I think there's four that I feel confident about for the Globes. Like Bardo, Close, Broker, and Decision to Leave. Because both Broker and Decision to Leave can
Yeah.
be nommed.
I'm not sure about RRR at the Globes, but
I am predicting
it's
RRR at the.
possible.
I'm predicting it at the Oscars, but you're right about the Globes. They do go make some surprises sometimes,
Mhm.
especially.
I think it's more likely at the Globes than the Oscars at this point for RR.
Yeah.
And then I think the only other possibility, at least for me, is Corsage as of now.
Yeah.
That I think has the potential to break out with Vicky Krieps. I mean, it was very highly critically received. So
Yeah.
we'll see if
I
it
do-
becomes it.
Yeah. I do think Bardo, and I have it in one other category, which we're literally just about to talk about, but yeah, I think Bardo is probably the front runner.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
No, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Run away from it.
I'm just more interested to see what Korea ends up submitting. Because
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think Broker makes the most sense, even though Decision to Leave was better reviewed, just considering the distributors.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but we'll see.
All right.
We're gonna do screenplay next.
Okay.
I have Babylon, obviously. I have Bros as my risky pick. The Fablemans, Killers of the Flower Moon, and She Said.
Wow.
Cool.
I have Babylon, Killers of the Flower Moon, The Fablemans, The Sun, and She Said.
All right. I'm different here. I think Fablemans is going to get snubbed.
Hey,
Really?
It's
Yeah.
possible,
I think
That's
it's
possible.
tremendous here, but it's definitely as
but
possible.
I'm not predicting it.
But yeah, I still have Babylon and Killers in. And then I think Women Talking is going to happen. I think this is going to be the critical darling of the year. I think it's actually is. I'm currently predicting it to win adapted at the Oscars. So
same.
All right, we're in line on that. And then I think She Said is getting in. It just makes sense. It's like the Bombshell. I know Bombshell didn't get screenplay, but like that type of film that's going to be a very wordy film. And then I threw in Everything Ever All at Once. I mean, I don't know. I just
dig this, you guys. I have Everything Everywhere at Once at number 1 still for screenplay and picture comedy.
Me too.
And then after that, I have number 2, Women Talking. Number 3, The Fablemans. Number 4, Killers of the Flower Moon. Number 5, Babylon. The ones that I'm hovering about are Empire of Light, The Whale, Next Go Wins, and I replaced Triangle of Sadness with She Said as a potential. And Bros is also going to be
Bros
and Bardo potentially.
I think Bardo and the Sun are definitely there. Next Go Wins also definitely there. Triangle of Sadness is weird because I think I think it could get in at the Oscars as a lone screenplay nom.
Maybe.
At the Globes though, I'm not sure. I feel like, I mean, I don't think Cannes films have historically done that well at the Globes.
Outside of big movies like Parasite and stuff like that.
Right, or Pixar stuff that's premiered at Cannes. But I don't know. I wanted to. I mean, it'd be fun to see Neon getting some love from the Globes, but
you never know.
I don't know. But and then I have The Fablemans missing because I don't know if we have that much urgency to throw to throw it some love. I think Babylon is definitely in. I think one of Killers or The Fablemans could miss here.
The Fablemans could be another Belfast though.
Yeah.
Right.
They gave that screenplay.
They do love Spielberg.
Spielberg.
And especially didn't Tony Kushner write this?
I think
there could be a big narrative for Tony Kushner this year. There could be a big narrative.
Possibly.
Yeah. One thing to know about the screenplay is they love original screenplays here.
They do. They love original more than adapted.
Yeah, Fablemans is very original.
Their formula is usually 4 original, 1 adapted. That's usually how they do it.
So it's also possible that maybe Fablemans and then maybe Killers of Flower Moon drops out. I don't see all 3 of the big current big ones getting into screenplay here.
We actually have a comment. So we agree that if an artsy movie wins the Globe screenplay, it's sweeping. For example, like Birdman.
We're not debating that at all. We're
I mean, usually if a screenplay sweeps, it's going to sweep forever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a very good feeling about Women Talking right now. I think that could do.
I know you guys are predicting
it would be nominated, but I wouldn't predict it to win. But that's just me.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm currently predicting Everything Everywhere to win.
I know you guys are predicting the Women Talking Starlin. Women Talking as the critic Starlin. But I'm predicting She Said to be the critic Starlin. That's what I'm predicting. I think She Said
that feels like a way more commercial film than the critic Starlin's typically something smaller and artsier. I see I see She Said as like I said, something Bombshell-esque or Trials of Chicago 7-esque.
Yeah, that's probably better. Yeah,
which is never the critics' favorite. I don't know. I feel like it's going to get
And the thing about Women Talking is that if that is the type of film that blows the Venice House down, that I feel like might blow the Venice House down, and that's going to be enough to push Women Talking.
I think if Women Talking goes to Venice, it could win. I think if it's going to TIFF, it will place top 3.
Oh yeah, it's like the Power
I currently of the Dog. Don't
almost.
have.
I agree. It could be the Power of the Dog. It could be Nomadland.
I currently don't have Women Talking in, but I can easily put it in. It's clear in my screenplay nominations where I can squeeze it in.
Yeah.
Also, we'll get to it later, but watch out for Jesse Buckley.
It would have shocked me. It wouldn't.
You know what's funny? That's the next category.
Oh.
Next category, supporting actress. That was the next category I was going to talk about. Yeah. Does anyone else have any more comments on screenplay before we hop into supporting actress?
Nope.
I'm a little doubtful of The Sun because of who's distributing it.
I have The Sun in for 2 awards, actually 3 awards, and I'm cautious about 2 of them.
It's
Wow.
Sony. Right?
I went all out on The Sun this year.
I'm a little cautious about The Sun, but we'll see.
I went all out. I'm very confident The Sun will do good.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Does Sony have anything else this year that they would push over it though?
Morbius.
Clearly,
Right.
that's the movie of the year.
It is.
I'm not talking about Sony necessarily. I'm talking about STX Entertainment.
STX Entertainment is actually, yeah.
Wait,
That's fair.
Was Manchester by the Sea an indie film?
I don't know. I mean, it was distributed by Amazon,
but it did have a low budget of an indie. I don't know.
I don't know. The idea of indie is like very odd. Like what counts as an indie film?
I count it by its budget.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
So like under 25.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Someone says The Sun gives me if Beale Street could talk vibes. I think
we haven't seen it, so we just can't say for sure.
Yeah, but I think awards wise, I think that's a fair thing to say.
Yeah, but I think the awards will love it.
Potentially,
I'm just really excited for it. Honestly,
I mean, I guess I can see where you're coming from. Like, The Father didn't win picture, but The Father, like, it was big.
Yeah.
It won screenplay and an acting award, similar to Moonlight, and then maybe the follow up a bit less. But like, If Beale Street Could Talk still did pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, that's.
I mean, if there were 10 nominees, it would have gotten in. I think.
Yeah.
So.
Since the 2009 Golden Globes, only one original screenplay winner missed a nomination here. That was Get Out. Yeah. But every single other original screenplay winner since 2009 has been at least nominated here.
And I think it's Everything Ever All at Once. So
we'll definitely talk about that. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I have no problem riding that train right now.
I have a lot to talk about.
Me too. I'm riding that train too.
With that movie, but we'll get to that. But let's hop into supporting actress.
Okay.
Out of the 2 supporting categories, I think supporting actress is a little easier to predict than supporting actor. I think supporting actors, there's no clear front runner yet.
Supporting actress is a little more interesting, to be honest.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But I obviously have Lily Gladstone getting in. We don't know the placement of the women in She Said. I have Zoe Kazan as the supporting.
As do I.
It's simple. It's simple. Zoe Kazan is gonna go supporting. It's easier that way.
And Mulligan leads. Like,
I'm not wrong.
There's no shot.
I know. It's just very direct.
Like, you have to go with the more popular person to put in lead, and they're not going to campaign Zoe in lead.
It's why they're going to category fraud The Sun and put Hugh Jackman as lead and Zen McGrath in supporting, though like technically Zen McGrath could be the lead. At least.
And then everybody's going to say, Zen McGrath should be lead. Like, they do this, guys.
Yeah.
You put the most popular
unless they surprise us and campaign Jackman is supporting, which will be very shocking.
That could be. Oof.
That would be
same thing with like that we saw with DiCaprio and Plemons. Like they share. It's reported. I think that they're like pretty equal on screen time.
Yeah.
But DiCaprio's bigger, so he goes lead.
Yeah, but they're putting Plemons in supporting DiCaprio.
Right. It's just
because why not at this point?
I think it would have been easier to campaign DiCaprio in supporting because he would have been locked.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, but then you have Plemons in lead.
Yeah.
So.
I have Jean Smart for Babylon, Michelle Williams for The Fabelmans, and I had Vanessa Kirby for The Sun, but I am taking her out and I'm putting in Jessie Buckley for Women Talking.
So briefly to address Jean Smart, I'm pretty sure she's only in like 2 or 3 scenes.
Oh yeah.
And she will eat those seeds up and get nominated.
That's the reason why I don't have her, because
Yeah.
every time
Like,
Bradley
it's gonna
Cooper
be like
didn't get
what,
that
um,
Oscar.
To be
Oscar
fair,
nomination.
at the Globes though, they have nominated Jane Fonda for Youth, and she was in the movie for, I believe, 7 minutes.
I don't know. I don't like if you're gonna go someone supporting in Babylon. There's so many other options. Like I feel like Jean Smart's gonna be this year's like Harriet Sampson Harris for Licorice Pizza.
Yeah.
Like people love her 3 minutes that she's on screen, but she's not gonna get nominated because she's on screen for like 3 minutes. Like
Sure.
I don't know.
I definitely don't have her at the Oscars. Let's just cut the chit
that's
chat.
for sure.
Jean
Some people
Smart,
think she's winning the Oscar. I'm just like, no.
no, Jean Smart is definitely a Globes only.
If even that.
Unless the Oscars do surprise and
I think
put
it's Clip.
Smart, which I wouldn't put it past
Yeah.
them. I have Laura Dern, Lily Gladstone, Zoe Kazan, Sadie Sink, and Michelle Williams.
I took a Sadie Sink.
Oh, really?
Even though I was the one most passionate about her in the last stream.
I think you'll get in.
Sadie Sink is an interesting case.
So it's this category is incredibly interesting because there's two that I'm incredibly confident about that will get nominated everywhere throughout the award season. Michelle Williams, Lily Gladstone.
Yes.
Oh yeah, they are
boom, boom.
They're battling. Like, will Michelle Williams get it on what will be her 5th nomination? Will we see Lily Gladstone pop up? As I believe would be the first Native American woman to win an Oscar. Like, I mean, it'll be a very, very interesting battle. I feel pretty good about Jessie Buckley for Women Talking because I just feel pretty good about Women Talking as a whole. And then you get to I have Zoe Kazan in, and then there are 2 movies where you could have 2 different people getting in: The Sun and The Whale. For The Whale, you have Hong Chow and Sadie Sink. Hong Chow is a previous Globe nominee for Downsizing. And then for The Sun, you have Laura Dern and Vanessa Kirby. I think any one of those 4 could fill up this.
Oh
last
yeah,
spot.
easily.
Yeah. I currently.
Sorry.
Before
Keep an eye on
Jesse
Whoopi Goldberg for Till, because that is
yes,
such a
I had
Globe
her.
thing to do.
I had her at the very beginning. I do have the main actress getting for Till though, and drama actress, which
Danielle
Deadweiler.
Yeah,
she could potentially win that Globe.
Yeah,
but
I think her performance could be something they love.
Yeah, absolutely.
I currently have Lily Gladstone in the number 1 position for Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yeah.
Me too.
Michelle Williams, that's got to be number 2. Jessie Buckley. I mean, who knows? Maybe Jessie Buckley could challenge the front runners.
I think it could be a 3-horse race.
It depends.
It could be a 3-horse race.
Depends how good she is. Yeah,
it depends.
Yeah.
I currently have Hong Chow and Zoe Kazan in my supporting actress lineup, but there are other possibilities. Whoopi Goldberg, Sadie Sink.
Yep.
Maybe Dakota Johnson, Cha-Cha Real Smooth, but I'm not sure about that.
It would be a Globes thing and a Globes thing only. I think sadly Cha-Cha is just dead.
Audra McDonald Rustin.
Yeah, Audra McDonald's there. I think Elizabeth Moss for Next Goal Wins.
Oh my God, Dakota Johnson.
No, I heard
think
she's barely in Next Goal Wins.
Elizabeth Moss. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, if they go really, really strong for Everything Everywhere, they really like nominating Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh no, I was thinking Stephanie Hsu.
So Stephanie Hsu is there, but the Globes love nominating
the Jamie Lee Curtis could be definitely a Globes thing because she was actually one of the most supportive of the Globes back last year. She actually did a presentation for them.
Oh.
Yep, the Globes and Jamie Lee Curtis have a great relationship. So if they want to really go in for it, I think Stephanie Hsu would 100% be more deserving.
Yeah,
but
the Whale might be too dark for the Globes.
No, Requiem for a Dream and the Wrestler were both nominated, and the Wrestler did win for actor.
And in fact, the Globes actually more dark or interesting movies than the Oscars did.
Yeah.
Also, Joker.
And also,
Joker,
something as obvious as that.
Yeah. But no, I mean Jamie Lee Curtis. I just looked. Jamie Lee Curtis. He's been nominated for 7 Globes and won 2. So like
Shit,
they
really?
love Jamie Lee
Okay.
Curtis.
Okay.
Yeah, they actually nominated
I
her
may put her in
TV
then,
for
'cause-
Scream Queens.
Yeah, they nominated her for Scream Queens. Like they'll nominate Jamie Lee Curtis for anything. So if Everything Everywhere like is getting into, I mean, I have it in for screenplay, I have it in for picture, comedy, musical. Like if it's getting in all those places,
Jamie Lee
why
Curtis makes sense here. Yeah.
Okay.
it could happen?
It could happen.
100%.
Yeah.
So
I wouldn't
I do
count her
like
out,
the Audra McDonald pick for Rustin. That could.
Rustin
back
could do a lot better than we think. I only have it in for 1.
It just depends on if Netflix prioritizes that or Bardo.
That's the $1 million
Good point.
question.
They could
That's
just
a good point.
prioritize Coleman Domingo though. And then
Yeah,
that's it.
this is also very possible.
Yeah.
But
supporting actress is a little more. To me, supporting actor is a gigantic mess. I'm
It
actually
is.
dying to know what you guys are going to think because
Oh,
I need you guys.
I have some. I have a couple of interesting things to say in this category.
As do I.
You go first. Yeah. Matthew.
First off, I have Jesse Plemons. That's the only one I'm confident at least get a nomination.
Me too. Me too.
Seth Rogen for The Fablemans, maybe. I have 2 people from Babylon. Brad Pitt, obviously. And I have Tobey Maguire. Big, flashy, playing Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah.
They could love that. And I have a Globes only pick for my 5th and final spot. Harry Styles.
Yep.
Is something the Globes would
for
Don't Worry,
My
Darling.
Policeman.
Or My
only
Policeman.
do 150%. My Policeman. Yeah.
Oh, My Policeman.
I think that's more likely. That is way more likely
Really?
than Don't Worry.
Yeah,
I
have.
I think if you would
very,
get
very
nominated for
severe
anything,
doubts
Don't Worry,
about Don't Worry,
Darling.
Yeah.
But
Don't Worry,
is he
Darling.
also the lead in My Policeman?
I'll be honest, I don't see Don't Worry, Darling getting nominated for anything.
Yes,
Yeah,
same. In the Heights or something like that. Well, In the Heights got nominated for a Globe, but
Yeah, but
it's
I have
award season.
okay. So I have Brad Pitt, Jesse Plemons, Robert De Niro, Seth Rogen, and Ke Huy Quan.
Okay, so I have. So okay, here's my thing. I have Ke Huy Quan potentially winning this category in supporting, or sometimes the Globes do this. They could put him in lead actor comedy.
Yeah, they do that all the time.
Yeah, so that's why I have like asterisks on Ke Huy Quan in this category, because if he was supporting, I think he would actually win. But he could get nominated for lead actor comedy.
Yeah.
And then I have Brad Pitt for Babylon, Robert De Niro, and Jesse Plemons for Killers of the Flower Moon. I think they could do. They double nominated a Scorsese film with The Irishman. And for my 5th spot, I'm toying between Tom Hanks, Glenn Turman for Rustin, the Fableman boys, and Ben Whishaw for Women Talking. I wanna say Ben Whishaw, but I could also say Dano.
So I have some news though. I heard, I don't want to say who, but he told me that they're not going to be campaigning Tom Hanks.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
That doesn't matter for the Globes. The Globes will do whatever.
The Globes could easily throw him in anyway.
I mean, okay, yeah.
The Globes are like, we like you. Here's a nomination. Now come to our award show.
Tom Hanks was in something? All right, whatever.
Yeah, basically.
That's usually what will happen, yeah.
They do that with Helen Mirren. Remember when she got in for Leaker?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's close between my top 2 is Plemons and Ke Huy Quan. Though I agree, I also considered putting Ke Huy Quan in lead because that is such a Globes thing.
Yeah.
And I think that if he was to go into lead, he would definitely be nominated, like 100%.
Yeah, I don't know about winning lead, but sorry.
Yeah, I don't know about winning lead either, but like he'll for sure be nominated if he goes lead. Then I have both Fableman's boys getting in right now. I don't think Dano gets in for the Oscars.
He won't get Dano at the Oscars.
Like I think that Seth Rogen
does, but I
is
think
the stronger contender for the Oscars as of now.
Yeah.
But for the Globes, I think they could both get in, and then I also have Brad Pitt. A name nobody I think nobody's mentioned so far that I think could be like a thing is Russell Crowe in The Greatest Beer Run Ever.
Oh
won two
no,
Globes.
That's not going to
no.
happen. Please, I don't want that to happen. And it
Peter
shouldn't
Farrelly.
I'm wish listing it out of my predictions.
Yeah,
Me too.
but you could
Otherwise,
be
I would have put him in it. But I think it's like, why? Like, that's
But that's
such a
true.
thing that could happen. Like they
That's
did
true.
Ben
It had a
Affleck
better
in Defender
name,
Bar.
honestly.
They did
It
Ben
had a better
Affleck in
name,
Defender Bar.
maybe.
Yeah.
Why? Like,
Here's the thing:
It's a
if
book.
someone, yeah, if Killers of the Flower Moon does indeed get delayed, I don't think it will, but if it does indeed get delayed, I think the greatest beer run ever will become Apple's main push.
yep.
Yes.
And you know how Apple is with campaigning.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
They.
Honestly,
Really not
Apple wasn't that great at campaigning.
Well,
Oh, I
They
saw
just got-
Coda everywhere. They were campaigning Coda hard. I saw ads for it everywhere.
Yeah, I saw.
at the end, like
Yeah, at the
after, like they were not pushing Coda at all. It just got like a word of mouth pickup, and then they realized that they had something. But like, look at Tragedy of Macbeth. They didn't campaign that at all.
I don't know. Yeah,
It could have picked up a lot more nominations. Like,
well, that's also
I
partly.
thought that was an A24.
It's A24 and
co-
Apple.
distributing.
it was
They-
it was Apple, I believe, had the campaigning though, because A24 had other stuff.
Yeah.
No, like come
So-
on.
Like, I don't know. I honestly think that Apple isn't like that strong of
Well,
an
for
award
Coda, the
contender.
thing is, for Coda, I felt like that wait that they did was deliberate, and they timed it just right.
Yeah.
They did.
I think it
Yeah,
was an accident.
and then they went all out, and then it worked.
It could've been
worked.
an
I
accident.
legitimately think they just got lucky and it was an accident.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
but in all seriousness, though, regardless, I think if Killers of the Flower Moon does get delayed, Greatest Beer Run will be Apple's main push.
yep.
And if they push it just enough with these members, it could get a bunch of nominations. It really could.
Oh, absolutely. This is such a Globes
This-
movie. Don't be shocked. I mean, we'll talk about it in a second. Don't be shocked if Zac Efron shows up for a comedy musical.
I'll just find it too.
Oh,
Like-
if it's a comedy musical, I might have to put it in. I don't know.
Yeah. Also, just another one to keep an eye out for: Glenn Turman and Rustin.
Yeah,
I mentioned
Cool.
that. Yeah.
I think
Um,
This book.
but yeah,
He should have gotten in for Ma Rainey, to be honest.
He should have. He
agreed.
really should.
Agreed.
And honestly, I prefer him for the Lakeith Stanfield effery that was. Oh my goodness.
What was
I really don't like how they put a lead black man in supporting. Both lead black men in supporting.
Yeah, that
Well,
was
we can
very
go-
weird.
Yeah.
I'm glad he was nominated, but like that was the most shocking nomination ever, and it was the dumbest one too.
It honestly killed my excitement for his nomination for me. Putting him there specifically.
Just put him
Yeah.
in lead. He deserved to be in lead. Both
Yeah.
of them.
But
If you're at least nominated, like he put him where he belongs.
exactly.
So such a weird.
At least
Yeah.
Fraud
So
too.
stupid.
Do we have anything else with that, or do we want to move on?
I believe we're gonna do. Yeah, I believe we're gonna do director and then the comedy categories.
Okay.
Boy, here comes my director. This probably has the most changes I've done. James Cameron.
Yeah.
Yes, I did it. I'll explain why in a
I
second.
like that.
Damien Chazelle, Maria Schrader. I think that's how you say it for She
Mhm.
Said. I think
Yeah.
that's how you say her name. Steven Spielberg and Martin Scorsese.
Wow. I have Damien Chazelle, Sam Mendes, Martin Scorsese, Steven Spielberg, and Florian Zeller.
Okay.
I
Cameron.
have the Daniels winning.
Oh,
I have
what the-
Steven Spielberg, Martin Scorsese, Damien Chazelle, and Sarah Pauly for Women Talking.
Yeah.
With outside shots of Sam Mendes, Iñárritu, James Cameron, Taika Waititi, and Darren Aronofsky.
We are exactly the same. I also have Chazelle, Spielberg, Scorsese, Daniels, and Sarah Pauly. Okay, so Cameron, Avatar is getting absolutely nothing above the line this whole award season.
Except maybe picture.
No,
And
I think it's
no.
gonna get pictured at the Oscars. I am confident it's
the
gonna get
Oscars.
pictured at the Oscars.
Here's one thing I want to say.
Yes.
I
mhm.
saw someone in our chat, in our group chat, saying that Avatar 2 could be the Dune of this year. Like getting all these technicals and then a Best Picture nomination.
It's gonna sweet. It's
There's
gonna
always
do
Dune
one
also
every
got
year.
adapted screenplay.
It's gonna do
There's
really
al-
good at the text. I can
Yeah,
promise you that.
There's always one every year, one Best Picture nominee that just gets a bunch of technicals and then Best Picture.
And that's Avatar.
And I think that's Avatar too. The reason why they threw him in
It
director,
could be Top Gun Maverick though.
yeah, I think
yeah.
Top Gun Maverick could easily swap in for where I have Avatar too.
I think Top Gun Maverick makes a lot more sense. I don't see Avatar getting the same kind of public reception that Top Gun got.
That's true.
Well, we'll see.
That's debatable.
That is very debatable.
see.
We'll figure
I
the first one
just-
did really well. So why
I
would
don't
it the
know if
second one?
people will care
I care.
We'll see.
about Avatar.
But
I
yeah,
personally
I do-
don't, and that just might be my own bias.
Oh.
But I do think that they're going to nominate at least one big blockbuster and director and picture drawing here. I'm predicting Avatar 2. I can easily see Top Gun Maverick. Again, I think those two could easily be interchangeable in my predictions.
Wait, you're saying Maverick for director at the Globes?
Oh no, picture. Sorry, I meant
Oh,
picture.
picture. Okay.
I was about to say.
I'm not that crazy.
Joseph,
Yeah, Joseph, not a shot in the world.
Yeah, but I can.
Imagine if it did, though. Dear God.
Whoa.
But I think
Holy crap.
Iratu is probably safe bet. Sarah Pauli, as you guys are saying, they could easily do two female directors.
Yep.
Um,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Is there any like actors turned directors this year?
No.
Other than Schrader and Taika.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I
mean Jordan Peele maybe, but nah.
Nah, I don't think they're gonna go for no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
mean-
so either. That might be just too out there for them.
Unless
Maybe
they
visual effects or maybe screenplay at the Oscars, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so because they do love their actors and directors.
That's why I asked.
They do.
Oh wait,
I'm
Billy.
not
Is it
sure
Billy
how
Eichner
many there
directing? Bros.
No, that's a different director. I forget
Oh,
his name.
It was the director of Forgetting About Sarah Marshall. I forget. What his name
Oh.
was.
I mean, for actor directors, there's Cooper Rafe, but that isn't happening.
That's not happening. No.
Like,
Yeah, Billy Eichner in the screenplay. He co-wrote the screenplay for Bros. But yeah, I think Chazelle, Spielberg, and Scorsese are safe.
for director, yeah.
And then the other two spots is where things can get interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel very good about everything, everywhere, and women talking. Like, and that rounds out my 5 for me.
Yeah.
And I think similarly to my left.
Yeah. Keep in mind, even though I have Everything Everywhere at number 1 in a lot of places, doesn't mean it has to happen. Like Spielberg could win here.
100%.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind Steven Spielberg winning. I really wouldn't.
Honestly, me too.
Yeah, same.
The man deserves it.
Yeah,
What's
because
the harm in putting everything
film
everywhere
about his
number 1
childhood.
right now?
It is a film about his childhood, so he's putting extra passion into it.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be hecka emotional. People are gonna
Yeah.
cry. The old guard of the Academy, or the old guard of whatever voting body nominates it, is gonna eat it
Yeah.
up.
Oh,
Yeah.
And when you say old guard, you mean everybody in the Golden Globes, basically.
Okay,
Right.
well, yeah, that
Yeah. No, I do have Spielberg
Almost.
winning director at the Globes.
yeah, that's reasonable.
That can easily happen.
But yeah. These lead acting categories.
I cannot wait. Okay, do you guys want to do actor comedy or actress comedy first?
Actor comedy.
actor,
Actor, yeah.
Oh, actor comedy. Okay. I have Christian Bale for Amsterdam. It's the
Oh.
only Amsterdam nomination I have.
Same, and I'm not happy about it.
Me too. We'll get to that. George Clooney for Ticket to Paradise.
Ooh, I forgot about
Daniel-
that.
Daniel Craig for Knives Out, Glass Onion. What a horrible name. Billy Eichner for Bros. In my opinion, probably the person who's going to win this category, Michael Fassbender for Next Goal Wins.
We're same on the
Oh,
winner.
I don't even have Next Goal Wins being nominated for anything. I have Christian Bale, Daniel Craig, Billy Eichner, Ryan Reynolds, and Adam Sandler for Hustle.
Ooh.
Oh,
That is totally a Globes thing. That really could
interesting.
happen.
Yeah, I have Fassbender winning too. I have Bale unfortunately getting in. I have Daniel Craig getting in. I threw in Daniel Menescacho for Bardo.
Oh yeah.
I think it could happen. Especially because I also think he's going to get nominated for the Oscar by the end of the year.
Yeah, that's definitely possible.
And then I threw in this is kind of a weird pick, but I have in Paul Giamatti for The Holdovers. This is Alexander Payne's new film. I think that this is like I know I could see them getting like, oh, I remember Paul Giamatti.
Yeah, we like it.
And throwing him a nomination. I think it's the only one that this film will pick up.
Oh God,
like I don't know. I feel like nobody's talking about this as like a possibility in any way.
It's in my watch list for this year.
You know what's funny? I forgot about that movie, and my dad was an extra in it.
Oh my God.
I'm serious. He was an extra in it. He plays a cab driver in the movie. But
nice.
Yeah, but I completely forgot about that until you mentioned it.
But I mean, hey, Alexander Payne, like I mean, his last film that he did, Downside, that got an acting nom for Hong Chow. So at the Globes, so like he does very well at the Golden Globes. Alexander Payne. I mean, look at I mean, I believe Election got some on Sideways, Nebraska, The Descendants.
Yeah, the election. Yeah, Election did get a nomination for.
Yeah. So like he does very well getting actors into the Globes, and I think Giamatti could happen.
Yeah.
I currently have Michael Fassbender winning for musical comedy.
Nice.
I have Diego Calva for Babylon, but I'm not too sure if because he could get overshadowed by Margot Robbie and Brad Pitt. So I'm a little uncertain about that. Billy Eichner.
That's what I'm thinking.
Billy Eichner for Bros. Nicolas Cage for The Unbearable Weight of Master. I'm with you on that when I think about it more and more.
Yeah.
Daniel Craig in Glass Onion, A Knives Out Mystery, and then potentially Ryan Reynolds in Spirited, potentially Daniel Jimenez Cacho in Bardo. I think I might put him in over one of the previous ones I just mentioned. And again, Ke Huy Quan in Everything Everywhere All at Once. If they decide to do it, if they decide to put him in musical or comedy, he could get nominated. But they don't usually like give wins to supporting actors who get nominated in lead. So I wouldn't anticipate him winning, but if they put him in to lead, he might get nominated.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of alternatives here, if I can shout a couple out.
Go ahead.
So Zac Efron, greatest villain ever. Be scared, everybody. Because that could be a weird thing that happens. Colin Farrell and the Banshees of Inisherin.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Martin McDonagh's follow-up to
Wait, but isn't that a drama?
Ebbing, Missouri. I think it's comedy drama. I mean, and it's Martin McDonagh. There's always going to be a comedic element.
It's like debatable.
I could see them campaigning it in comedy because it's going to be a weaker category.
Yeah.
If they have the option. That's usually what happens. Another one that's a dramedy is Jim Parsons in Spoiler Alert: The Hero Dies.
Oh yeah, I have them.
That is Michael Showalter's follow-up to The Eyes of Tammy Faye. It is adapted from a memoir about a photographer. It follows the final 11 months of a photographer's life and his relationship to his boyfriend or husband. I can't remember.
Partner. It just says partner.
A CLO, an entertainment journalist who's played by Jim Parsons. It's going to be, I mean, it's obviously going to be sad, but there's going to be like a comedic edge to it. I think it's going to be like a dark comedy in some ways. Jim Parsons did very well with Big Bang Theory at the Globes in the past. This is also Michael Showalter. Look who just won an Oscar. Jessica Chastain.
She was also nominated for Hollywood a couple years ago.
Yeah, so I think that this could be like a sneaky dark horse pick.
Yeah, I wouldn't really put it past him,
My friend Caroline, who again was supposed to be here, she actually read the book. She said there's like some comedic elements in it, but could really go either comedy or drama.
Again, though, if they have the option for comedy, usually studios will campaign for comedy at the Globes. I mean, look at Get Out.
Yeah,
Get Out
that was
comedy.
so weird.
That
like,
was bizarre.
If there's even just like the slightest bit of like a thing where they can justify it getting into comedy, they'll throw it into comedy.
Yeah.
What about The Martian?
The Martian, my opinion, had more comedy than Get Out.
I might have a controversial opinions about this, but for both movies, I think they made the right choice.
No, they
the reason why I
made
say
the
that
right choice for awards.
Yeah.
As far as were they more comedy than drama?
I felt like Get Out, there was like an air of like comedy that was
like satire.
Yeah, an air of satire. Yeah, so I think making fun of all those white people in that movie, I think made it comedic in that sense. And The Martian, honestly, the dialogue was hilarious. So
that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. I think other things that could happen here. Nicolas Cage. I mean, An Unbearable Weight. Maybe. I mean,
he could be this year's Anolo.
Yeah.
But let's be honest here. This category is kind of weak.
It is.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, we aren't able to come to musical actors yet, but yeah.
I think besides Fassbender, Bale, and Eichner, it's pretty empty in this category.
I'm not as confident, I feel, in Eichner as the rest of you. Like, I think he's there. I don't feel that good about him getting in.
I don't think he'll win regardless. I think this is easily Fassbender's to lose.
Oh, I agree. Fassbender is easily the number one, but even just getting the nom for Eichner, like, I feel like, I mean, if he's there, like Efron, Giamatti, Parsons, like they could all be prioritized.
Because Fassbender is the number one for the Golden Globe here, I have a sneaky suspicion that he might be big at the Oscars.
Maybe. I think he could be the 7.
If Next Goal Wins is a huge contender for the Oscars, he could be big.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
But like, I don't know. I'm just not sure. Like, I have a very solid like top 6 for actor, and I think that they're all a step above everything else for the Oscars at least. I'm
seriously concerned Zac Efron. I really am considering him now.
Like I said, be scared. Do you want to take?
Let's get to actress comedy.
Yeah.
I think we're all. This one's by far the most empty category. Let's start. I have the 2 obvious, which let's be honest here, everyone else has. Margot Robbie, Michelle Yeoh.
Yep, easily top 2.
It's easily between these 2 for the win. I think.
Yep.
I think I have Robbie number 1 just because it's more up the Globe's alley. But again, Yeoh could easily win.
Yeah.
If Yeoh wins this, she's winning the Oscar.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
I would lock that in. I mean, like, the Globes aren't that influential in the acting races.
Yeah. We'll talk about that.
Look at Kidman last year.
Yeah. We'll talk.
Well, Kidman was just the Aaron Sorkin thing. That I knew that wasn't going anywhere. But this is a lot different.
Well, maybe. I mean,
I do have Margot Robbie, but not for Babylon.
Oh, yeah, you go to Amsterdam?
Yeah, I have her. Yes, I'm dead serious. I have her getting nominated for Amsterdam, and she's gonna be nominated for drama for Babylon.
Yeah, some people have Babylon drama. I think it's probably gonna be more comedy.
Yeah,
like what we just talked about too. I think if Babylon has the chance to compete in comedy, I think they're gonna take that.
Yeah, especially with how weak this category is.
Yeah,
I mean, also to think about, like, we've been hearing lots of Wolf of Wall Street vibes from this, right?
Yeah. I've been hearing Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yep, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Where did that go? Comedy. Like, this feels like more of a comedy thing. Though, if it does end up going drama, look out for Margot Robbie in Amsterdam.
Yeah,
like
Yeah, that could happen.
But as of now, yeah, I think Margot and Michelle Yeoh. I have Emma Thompson up there as well. I have her for Good Luck to You, Leo Grand.
And I have Julia Roberts for Ticket to Paradise.
As do I.
Emma Thompson for Matilda.
Okay.
Keep in mind, I have Matilda and Best Comedy Musical, which we'll talk about.
Okay.
And I have Saoirse Ronan for See How They Run for now.
Okay. I also have Saoirse. I think that Matilda's gonna be way more of a BAFTA thing than a Globes thing.
Yeah, I have Naomi Ackie, Sandra Bullock, Margot Robbie, Julia Roberts, and Michelle Yeoh.
Ooh, Sandra Bullock could be
Lost City.
Julia Roberts and what?
Tickets to Paradise.
I keep forgetting about that film. My goodness.
The trailer just came out for it.
And I really like that trailer, but yeah, I don't have it.
I mean, it is the most Globe bait.
The name is hard to remember. Like the Julia Roberts name's hard to remember.
But okay, so I have Sandra Bullock as my number 7 right now for The Lost City.
She could
because that's definitely a weird thing. Yeah, definitely a weird thing that folks do.
This category category is
also,
extremely weak.
Keep an eye on Anya Taylor-Joy for The Menu.
I had her in a while ago, and you guys could justify me having Anya Taylor-Joy in for a while, but I took her out a little while ago.
So like that's definitely there. But yeah, I actually feel kind of good about Saoirse Ronan and See How They Run after seeing the trailer.
Yeah, it's definitely a movie I could see them nominating her for. They could nominate one of the people from Glass Onion, one of the actresses. They could easily,
definitely possible. Definitely possible. I
it
mean,
depends on
what they did with Ana Darmus. So
it depends on who stands out from the film. I heard Janelle Monáe has a strong role in it, so
I know Clayton Davis even threw her into the Oscars for supporting actors, which
I don't think is gonna happen.
Kind of odd at this point.
No.
I mean, Clayton Davis seems like a great dude. Has some weird picks.
Yeah.
But yeah. Also, we mentioned it earlier. Keep an eye on Jennifer Lopez for "Marry Me."
Yes.
Another possibility.
I'm not even predicting her. But
also, keep an eye out potentially for Mia Goth and X.
I don't think I don't think the Globes will nominate her.
I don't think it will happen either.
I would just love that.
I think if some like a horror film gets in, and if they go comedy again with it, KK Palmer
Nope.
for Nope.
It's Nope.
Yep. KK Palmer for Nope.
Yeah.
Or Kaluuya for Nope. I would like to see happen.
Another person we talked about, Dakota Johnson for Cha-Cha Real Smooth, could be fraud to lead.
If they go lead, yes.
Yeah, if they go lead, they could
easily. If they fraud her into lead.
If they fraud into lead, she could easily sneak in here.
Easily, yeah.
I mean, look at like just like that's what they did with like Marion Cotillard last year for Annette.
Yeah.
They frauded her into lead, which I loved. I mean, I loved Annette. So.
I didn't like that movie too much, in my opinion.
Sparks is my favorite band of all time, so that was it. Kind of was always going to like that one.
There you go. Yeah.
I currently have Margot Robbie and Michelle Yeoh duking it out for the win.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Sandra Bullock and I just put in Saoirse Ronan. Outside shots are Jennifer Lopez, Keke Palmer. What were the other contenders that you guys mentioned?
Julia Roberts
on Anya Taylor-Joy.
Emma
Thompson for either, honestly, whether it be Matilda or Good Luck to You, Leo Grand.
I'll talk about Matilda once we get to Comedy Musical Picture, which we'll do next.
Okay.
I mean, it's definitely a thing. I think a BAFTA Best British Film nom is locked.
Yeah, from Matilda. Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
but
I'm not sure.
I do think Globes. Yeah, the Globes lean more towards big, flashy musicals. And I think Matilda
they did nominate James Corden for The Prom, so I guess anything's
fine. That was
my least favorite nomination there.
And they didn't even nominate Meryl Streep. Like, what the hell?
If they nominated Corden, Streep, and The Prom, that would at least make more sense than just nominating Corden.
Or Kidman.
Kidman, yeah. I would sell Kidman for The Prom.
Honestly, yeah. Nicole Kidman outshined all three of them.
Yeah. Usually the best in that film for me. But yeah. But I don't know, comedy musical actors will be really weird. I feel definitely good about Yo and Robbie. Feel actually pretty decent about Ronan Thompson in whatever season. And then the last spot, it could be Roberts, it could be Anya, it could be Bullock, Lopez,
Yeah.
maybe even Kiki Palmer. Dakota Johnson with the fraud.
Like if they are coming back, which seems like they are, I could see them trying nominating Roberts or Bullock or Lopez just to have them there.
The name, yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Because I read, again, in the same article I talked about, I read that NBC, if they agree to have the Globes come back, they need the red carpet. They need all the big stars there.
Yeah.
And like a Lopez, a Roberts nomination could easily help with that.
Oh yeah.
Especially in a category in which the top two is pretty clear as day who it's going to be between.
Is Good Luck to You, Leo Grande? Was that released on streaming first, or was that like a streaming only film?
That's where I saw it. I saw it randomly on Hulu.
Yeah, it went to Hulu. That's a good question.
Yeah, because I was wondering if Globes had a rule that rendered films ineligible.
I mean, they're less strict than the Oscars. I know it isn't eligible for the Oscars. It's going to be something like what The Fallout was. It's going to be contending for Emmys, Best TV Movie and Limited Series.
With the Globes, what they say is you have to show it to the body. You have to have screeners.
Right. I don't think it matters theatrical or streaming for the Globes as long as you submit it.
Yeah.
So I think it would be eligible here.
They could easily make it happen.
Absolutely. I don't think the Globes are that strict, but I know for sure it's not Oscar eligible. Not that it would have been a thing anyways.
Yeah. Again, I picked Matilda just simply because bigger, flashier musicals. They always go out of their way to at least nominate one every year.
Yeah. Even though Emma Thompson was so good. She was so good in Good Luck to You, Leo Grande.
Yeah. I would prefer it be Good Luck to Leo Grande, but
yeah, no, she was phenomenal, man. She was.
All right. Well, should we go into drama? Get a little bit.
We just have one more comedy picture.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know if we were saving picture for last, but yeah.
Actually, why don't we say picture for last? We'll just,
Yeah.
Actor drama.
Actor or actress first?
I think we're all gonna be pretty much on this one. We're gonna do actor drama first, since we did actor comedy first.
Are we? Are we though? We'll have to find out.
I mean, I think there's an easy 5.
Poor Things
is there comedy? Is Cocktails in comedy? Is there not an easy 5?
Yes, Poor Things has been delayed to 2023.
Yep, Poor Things is 2023.
Yeah.
Someone just asked about that, but
I randomly said it. Yeah.
But I would easily have Emma Stone nominated.
Yeah, I love Yorgos so much. So I'm definitely bummed about the delay, but I mean, I don't know. That makes me feel kind of confident about it. That Searchlight actually kind of wants to do something with it.
Yeah.
It could be big in that award season.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But all right, drama actor.
Keep in mind,
okay, the 5 that I have at least is Domingo, Butler, Jackman, Fraser, DiCaprio.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, we all have.
We all have the same.
We all have that 5.
Yeah.
Has there ever been a year where everybody had like the exact same 5?
It had to have been.
I mean, just saying.
I'm glad, Josephine. I'm glad we were able to make you feel better about the delay.
I'm just saying. I think so. Me and Matthew were talking. I think Austin Butler could win. The drama category. Yeah.
The thing is, I mentioned this. His performance in Elvis is what the Globes traditionally love. Bishy, out there. Yeah.
It doesn't help that he's relatively quote unquote new, but I still think he can win. Yeah.
And also being a big studio film probably helps too. I know a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in the drama categories, they do tend to go more Oscar-y.
That's why Domingo is currently my number 1.
They do one with Malek, which, my opinion, is
yeah. But Rami Malek's won before though.
Yeah, he
won the Golden Globe before he won for Bohemian Rhapsody, I think.
Yeah, he won for Mr. Robot.
Mr. Robot, yes.
I always felt like Rami Malek in that award season was destined for the Oscars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I was
regardless,
Based on that performance.
yeah, regardless of who wins at the Globe, this is still easily a Fraser versus Jackman. Even if Butler wins,
Unless DiCaprio blows it out of the water. Then.
or Domingo.
Yeah.
Or Domingo.
I don't know. I honestly think that Domingo is above Fraser right now. I think it's between Jackman and Domingo for the Oscar.
I would be more than happy with Domingo winning. He's one of my favorite actors right now.
Like, yeah, I think Fraser definitely gets the nomination at the Oscars, but like that just doesn't feel like a winning performance. I also think that The Whale could just completely flop and we could have another The Humans on our hands.
Well, I mean, we haven't seen it so far. We know Fraser could put on easily one of the best performances of 2022.
It's possible.
That's another movie, The Whale, that if Fraser's performance brings down the Venice House, then we're that's gonna get us talking.
I also just
And
I have him
Brendan
at number one right now.
Brendan has said himself, this is a movie we just haven't seen before. It's like completely different.
If Fraser flops, I think Colin Firth could get in for Empire Light here.
Or
I gotta make that clear here.
Is he not supporting?
But they couldn't fraud him to
I mean, they could fraud him, but I'm pretty sure that he's supporting.
If he's supporting, then it'll make things so much easier.
Yeah.
Other possibilities to get in here, but like, yeah, I talked about I have a solid 6 in actor. For me, it's these 5 plus Cacho. I think are just easily the front 6 for the Oscars.
Yeah.
But yeah, or go ahead.
I forgot what I was gonna say. A blank.
Okay. Other possibilities here. I think Viggo Mortensen maybe for 13 Lives, even though that trailer didn't look great.
He had a nice English accent. All you'll be getting is dead bodies.
That was good.
Also, okay, The Good Nurse feels like such a Globes thing. So if one of these top 5 falls out, Eddie Redmayne.
I'm ignoring The Good Nurse. That doesn't feel like anything.
Oh, I'm gonna watch it. I'm so excited for that movie.
The one thing that gets me, I mean, I don't like Eddie Redmayne like at all. But
come on.
Yeah,
but it is from, I believe, the writer of Another Round. So that gets me at least a bit excited. But yeah, that's also a thing. And then if Diego Calva, I mean,
someone in the comments said, "Is Wakanda Forever cursed or what?" I don't think it's cursed. I don't think
it's coming out this year.
I'll
I
be
think
right
it had
back.
a troubled production.
Okay.
But okay. I think even having a troubled production, I am trepidatious about its release this year.
I would be shocked if that movie came out this year.
But apparently they're still filming, I think, which is not a good sign.
They're not even like halfway done.
Didn't Lupita refuse to get vaccinated or something?
I think it was Letitia, right?
Right.
Yeah, she was causing a stir that didn't need to be caused at all.
I know they just had to relocate filming again. I don't think they're even halfway done shooting it.
That's the bit of news I did not get, and now I'm even less confident.
So,
by the way, I think they're gonna push Empire of Light over Next Goal Wins. What do you think?
Oh, Empire of Light, I think is definitely the bigger play.
Top Gun Maverick won't be getting nominated for Best Picture. I'm just gonna say that now. It just won't happen.
I will say I have Cruise at number 9 for drama actor because why not? It's a weird Globes thing that they could do.
Yeah, it is.
It is Tom Cruise. He's won like what 3 times or twice?
The Globes love him.
I mean, the thing is, I don't know how the Globes are gonna. Are the Globes gonna care that he returned his 3 Golden Globes that he's won and be like, you know what, you were bitter with us, so we're not gonna do it? Or are they just not gonna care and then they're just nominated?
I wouldn't be surprised. I just wouldn't.
I don't know. I just again, we're talking about these other contenders. I think it's so hard to refuse this top 5 as of now. I mean, we're working off the assumption that all these movies are going to be good. And assuming that all 5 of these top performances are going to be good, I mean, we already know Butler was good, but assuming the other 4 are going to be good, why would these not be nominated?
Well, I mean, and I mean, it's very possible that one of these movies could just suck like terribly.
Yep.
I think The Whale is probably the most likely.
Yeah, I agreed. I think The Whale is the most likely to flop. But assuming that all these are going to be good, why would these not be R5?
Yeah.
Also, I think
But between the
13
whale
Lives-
and the sun, one of them could flop.
Yeah, I think the whale's probably
I
the
think
most.
Well is most
Whale's
likely
more
to
likely.
flop. I think Well is most likely to
Could be the
flop.
sun.
Could be the
And
sun
it
with
could
the
be the sun,
painting.
right? Yeah.
Someone says between 13 Lives, Till, Women Talking, which film do you think Amazon MGM UA will push the most? Oh,
Definitely-
Women Talking.
Women
I
talking.
was
for
going to
sure.
say 13
Like
Lives.
women
'cause I heard-
talking.
Oh, wow.
13 Lives. They're putting out 13 Lives in August before
Yeah.
Yeah,
festivals.
it was originally in November, but then they put
People keep saying that. Oh, Coda did that. Well, let me tell you guys something. Coda won 4 Sundance Awards.
Yep,
Yeah.
Coda won
It
some.
broke the record of the most Sundance Awards in Sundance history.
Yeah.
And it had an amazing IMDb score, an amazing Rotten Tomatoes score, an amazing Metacritic score. It was universally loved across the board after winning those 4 Sundance Awards.
Yeah.
And Apple just did a silent play,
Yeah.
released
They
it in the summer, and then they campaigned the crap out of it in like February, March, and then that's how they got
Yeah.
lucky. That's how
Yeah.
they won. So 13 Lives is an entirely
13 Lives
different
isn't-
story.
yeah.
Also, so about
It's
Josh,
an entirely
Also,
I
Ron
don't
Howard,
like
like-
Dakota comparisons. It's not.
Also,
it's
Ron
not
Howard,
a
like,
good
isn't
comparison at
the
all.
best director in the world. I mean,
Yeah.
Ron Howard's
Also-
very shaky. And
So
Ron
also,
Howard is
very,
also-
he's very,
in
very hit or
Inuyasha
miss.
does get his actors nominated, but
Mhm.
Chacho could easily miss, and he could get the supporting actors and Bardo nominated.
Yeah, we talked about that. Bardo's in comedy, actually, not drama. So,
yeah, Bardo is comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Chacho,
Chacho,
no-
I wouldn't count him out, but I personally won't predict.
By the way, it's Cacho, not Chacho.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Gotcha.
but no,
I was putting the H in front. I'm sorry.
But no, from the for the Oscars though, for actor, like I think my 5 as of now.
Yeah, those are my
Ringo,
5. too.
Butler, Jackman, Fraser, and then I have Cacho getting in over DiCaprio. I don't think we need to nominate DiCaprio.
Yeah, I think DiCaprio could easily end up like Robert De Niro in The Irishman. I've said
He
that.
Yep.
could. He
I mean, just
easily
look at last
could.
year. We don't have to nominate DiCaprio for everything that he's in. I
He's
think
been
Cacho
snubbed
makes a lot
before.
more sense.
Yeah, he got
He's in-
stuff for Don't Look Up. So
Yeah.
He's in
And,
it.
and for The Departed, but that was
Yeah, like Cacho is an established actor. He's won like a Goya Award. He's won an Ariel Award in Mexico. I mean, Inarritu hasn't missed with getting one of his actors in over a decade. Like, I think it just makes a lot of sense for Cacho to get in.
Yeah. And Josephine just nailed it right on the money. I assume Apple will spend even more money on their campaign for Killers than Coda.
Oh,
yeah,
for sure.
if it
Yeah.
comes out, which I think
it's
it
a
will.
Scorsese
But
movie for crying out
Yeah.
loud.
And that's assuming it comes out this year, but
Yeah.
which I think it will. But
Because he always he always cuts it close, but he gets in.
yep, always every single time we cut to close.
Or they could pull a Lakeith and just nominate DiCaprio and supporting anyway.
Both Jesse Plemons and DiCaprio supporting.
Yeah,
Honestly,
De Niro,
after what they
and De
did with
Niro,
Lakeith,
triple
after what
supporting
they
nom.
did- after what they did with Lakeith and Kalia, I kind of want to see that.
Yeah,
Just
I want to see
Just
Disaster.
have fun. Just have fun.
Yeah.
Actress drama, I believe, is next. Did we cover? Does anyone have
Yeah, I
anything
think-
about it?
I
Yeah,
think we're
Actress
good for
drama,
that.
I think I have Naomi for I Want to Dance with Somebody.
Mm.
Kate Blanchett for Tar. Olivia Colman, Empire Life.
And nobody
Danielle
else.
Deadweiler. How you say her name?
Deadweiler.
No. Danielle
Um,
Deadweiler.
Deadweiler for Till, and then Carrie Mulligan for She Said.
Oh, we got some
I
top
have-
5.
well, I have Kate Blanchett for Tar, Olivia Colman, Empire Light, Regina King for Shirley, Carrie Mulligan, She Said, and Margot Robbie for Babylon.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have Babylon Stone drama. All right, I'll be completely honest. I think Regina King's winning.
Oh,
wow.
That
I
is bold.
Mhm.
For the Globes, not for the Oscars. I don't think she wins the Oscar, but for the Globes,
But she gets it. But she wins the Globe. Why not win the? Why not? No, sorry, not. Why not win? Why
Because
not
Andrew
get-
Day in United States versus Billie Holiday.
Yeah.
the Globes
But,
are very
but
inconsistent with their acting.
Regina King's campaign, I mean, Regina King's movie is more
Lily
awards.
Gladstone's going supporting, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lily
'cause-
Gladstone is definitely going to be supporting all the way.
No, didn't they confirm they're going to be putting her in supporting?
Yeah, they
they
did confirm
confirmed
she's
they're
gonna be
campaigning her and
supporting.
supporting. But no, I think Regina King is happening. Olivia Colman, I think, is in. Mulligan, I think, is in. I have Cate Blanchett getting in. It's gonna be such a juicy role. Also, Todd Field gets his actors nominated. And then I have Danielle Deadweiler getting into here with Naomi Ackie just missing. I'm not so sure about Naomi Ackie.
That poster
it's funny you said that.
Just gave me a lot of weird vibes.
What was that? Sorry.
The poster just gave me a lot of Hallmark vibes, so I'm very suspicious now.
Yeah,
that doesn't look like a promising poster for awards chances, but we'll see how the movie does because look who's writing it, Anthony McCartney.
Yeah, and Anthony McCartney did not get his actors anywhere. I mean, gets his actors everywhere. I mean,
yeah, no, McCartney's actors get in, but like, I don't know. I agree with Josephine in the chat. Naomi Ackie, I think, is just going to be Jennifer Hudson.
Yep, that's exactly it.
Yeah, I can see that.
But that being said, I have her in for now at number 4. But she could get snubbed. I have Carey Mulligan in. I have Olivia Colman for Empire of Light. Yep. I honestly think Danielle Deadweiler and Cate Blanchett are the ones that are duking it out for the win. I do not have Shirley right now because I'm not confident in the reception that film is going to receive.
I'm definitely going to put in Regina King the second this is over. I didn't even think about her as a possibility.
Like, I know, I feel like she could end up being very strong.
Yeah. I do
if people like the movie, and it's not like sometimes movies can be cheap Oscar bait, and I wonder if that's it. I'm not saying that is going to be it, but sometimes those don't normally get good reviews. But if it manages to break out of that, then maybe I'll put in.
Also, I mean, I think it makes a lot of sense for Shirley to end up at TIFF, and it could do very well with the People's Choice voting.
Yeah,
if it is like a baby thing.
One thing to keep in mind about Shirley too, it was written by John Ridley, who did 12 Years a Slave.
Yep, it's
so you know the screenplay is going to be at least decent.
Yeah,
So
a couple other things to shout out. So
it's not going to be like a cheap biopic.
Florence Pugh and Don't Worry, Darling. If it goes over very well, I think this would be the only thing the Globes would go for. I think at the Oscars, its only thing would be screenplay.
Yeah.
And that's like the ceiling. And this is if like this, like, you know, does like incredibly well at Venice. And people like are loving this thing. But I don't have her in for now. Also, I mentioned The Good Nurse earlier, Jessica Chastain. We'll see. I think she's on the outside. A Globes thing to keep an eye out for. It seems like A24 is finally going to release Red, White, and Water. So look out for Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah.
I almost put her in.
Yeah, but then I convinced Matthew not to.
Yeah.
I don't know if people are going to care about that movie.
But it is a Globes.
But it's also Jennifer Lawrence.
But do we even know what the movie's about?
She's an alcoholic. She's a recovering alcoholic.
And a soldier who returned home from Afghanistan.
Yeah, he's a veteran alcoholic.
Oh my god, I don't think that's going to do well then.
Oh, I don't know. I think that seems like the baitiest thing in the world for Jennifer Lawrence.
And keep in mind, and like what I said before, if the Globes do go back to a big ceremony, they won't want a Jennifer Lawrence there.
Yeah. Russell won't be nominated for Buns and All. This won't happen.
But again, if one of the 5 fall, again, big name.
Yeah.
They could squeeze in Timothy Chalamet, an actor or two.
Well, I know, you brought up Bones and All. I think that Bones and All could end up having like kind of like a Nocturnal Animals moment.
Yeah,
it just get like a random acting nom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess I could see it, but I don't know. As of right now,
it really depends. Who has Bones and All? Is that?
I believe
I saw somebody put in the comments Taylor Russell for Bones and All.
I'm gonna look it up.
That's UA MGM, I believe. United Arts MGM. So it just depends, because like we talk about women talking, probably going to be the bigger push.
Yeah.
But it depends on if they do end up, you know, maybe pushing Bones and All a bit.
Yeah, I could see Till also being a big push for MGM.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I have Danielle Deadweiler in right now. I think that both her and Whoopi Goldberg could happen at the Globes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think they could both happen at the Oscars.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, I can see that too.
I could honestly see Deadweiler winning. I don't think that we have
Yep.
like a clear front runner and actress right now.
Yeah,
You
I
could.
would
Yeah.
agree.
Like
I agree.
I know
honestly
people
think
say
it's
Margot
like a-
Robbie or Michelle
I think it's
Yeoh.
a 3-horse race:
Right.
Robbie, Yo, and Deadweiler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then,
for the
okay, but what
Globes.
about Olivia Colman? Like there's so many actresses
I
so
don't think
stacked
Olivia
this
Colman's
year.
going to win, but she's going to get nominated.
I mean, I know actress is just so full this year. Like there's
Yeah,
so many
is.
things going on in actress. But yeah, I think that's I don't know. Doesn't anybody else have something to say about actors?
Josephine
and,
says, I understand why people are skeptical about Ana de Armas' chances due to the NC-17 grading, but I think Netflix and transformational factors are good enough indicators.
Okay,
If that happens,
he has to win like a Volpe
It
Cup at
won't
Venice or
happen. I
something.
can promise you, it just won't happen.
I think that makeup is more likely than Ana de Armas getting in.
But like, has an NC-17 movie ever been nominated this decade for anything?
This decade, no.
Yeah, exactly.
Here at the Globes, they did nominate blue as the warmest color.
And
Fassbender that should have been nominated at the Oscars, but I'm just saying,
actually,
at the Oscars,
I believe
it's not going to happen. It just won't happen.
I believe blue. Actually, yeah, blue is the warmest color. Didn't win here. Didn't win at the Globes for international.
So, like, I don't know. I think that like I think makeup feels more likely. Like I would love to see. I mean, the trailer looks stunning.
Yeah,
it does.
I'm very excited for the film.
Trailer looks,
but I just don't think
like
that Netflix cares. Like we know Netflix is going to be scaling down their budget for like awards campaigning this year, and they already don't care about this movie.
But thing is, okay, so here's some factors. First of all, Netflix just does. You're right. Netflix is not really pleased with the films, and two, biopics don't matter if it's NC-17. The Oscars just won't go for it.
Yeah.
NC-17 means NC-17. They're not going to like that. And I heard Netflix was just not happy with the film. They wanted
I think
it
the biggest thing again. It'll be interesting to see if this gets a critics push because, like I said, if she takes home the Volpe Cup at Venice, which I think is very possible, and then she gets a Kristen Stewart-esque run where she's just getting every single regional critics group, then maybe she sneaks into one or two at the end of the year.
Well, she could.
I think Critics' Choice is the most likely place that they would throw her a nom.
She could get at Critics' Choice, and then that's it. She could. That's what I think.
Something interesting to know. Is produced by Dee Gardner, Jeremy Kleiner, and Brad Pitt.
Yeah. Who are producing She Said and Women Talking.
Which is what I was trying to say too. I'm like, they just have way too much stuff, those three, to campaign.
They're like A24, just putting all kinds of contenders.
I would like to see Anya get nominated, but it's just not going to happen.
It's just not this year, but she will get nominated one day.
Oh yeah, in the future she will, but unfortunately, Netflix just isn't really happy with it.
Yeah,
which is a shame.
Yeah.
I
think,
and that's fair. The NC-17 movies we're mentioning weren't biopics.
Which is true,
but it just doesn't matter. Biopics or not, they're not going to go for it if it's NC-17.
Yeah.
I mean, well, where's the precedent? I guess.
I don't know. I just think it's just a rule. It shouldn't be a rule though. But
I don't know. I think that it definitely could happen. I wouldn't be shocked. I think that there's definitely a path through festivals and through regional critics groups. I just think that she's starting at a disadvantage.
Yeah. There's definitely a path for her, but whether or not it actually
because like the acting branch also goes for like interesting things. I mean they went for Yulita Aparicio, and like they went for, I think both Roma actresses got in, right?
Yeah. Yes. Rated R though. They actually.
I'm just saying, like the acting branch is willing to go out of their way. I mean, Emmanuel Riva, Isabel Huppert, like look at more like, I mean, the acting branch will go for stuff at the Oscars, and they're willing to take some extra swings. But I don't know if this is it unless she follows down that festival regional critics path.
Yeah, that's it. If she does go on a roll, then I could, I guess, see it, but as of now,
I think it's just more likely other places than the Oscars. Looking at
Yeah.
things like Critics'
Yeah.
Choice.
I would agree with
do you
that.
think she could get nominated after then?
BAFTA could happen. BAFTA could happen actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially if
mean-
they do those what was it? Those jury picks.
The jury,
She could-
the
she
jury
could be a
categories.
jury pick.
Oh yeah. I mean, look, we got Renata Reinsva last year,
Yeah,
which again
so
is just going out
I
of
think
your way.
I
Like,
think her best chance is probably at BAFTA at Critics' Choice.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, they went for Julia Ducournau and Audrey Dewan for Titan Happening and director. So
Yeah.
like things, I mean, which I'm so happy about that Ducournau pick. I'm still thrilled with that. But yeah, it's definitely something to look out for.
Yeah. I would agree.
But all right, do we want to talk about picture?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're gonna do
Comedy.
picture comedy first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Babylon, Bros, Everywhere, Everything, All at Once.
Everything
Yeah.
Matilda, Next Go Wins.
Wow,
What was the
so
fourth one? Sorry. What was the fourth one you said?
Matilda.
Oh, Matilda. Right.
so I have Amsterdam, Bros, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Glass Onion, and Spirited.
Wow. I have.
I need to
I-
redo these.
I currently have at number 1, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Number 2, Babylon. Number 3, Next Go Wins. Number 4, Bardo. And number 5, I'm struggling for that last spot. I currently have Bros, but there could also be Spirited. Could also be Glass Onion. Honestly,
Ticket to Paradise.
it could also be Ticket to Paradise, and I need to put that in there. It could also be one of the animated films, Strange
Yeah,
World
they
or
could.
I would like that. I would genuinely love to
Yep.
see that. Yeah.
and also the greatest spirit ever. I have to
Right.
consider that. But
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah. I forgot that
Yeah, I have. We're pretty similar. I have Everything Everywhere number 1. Then I have Babylon. I have Bardo in here. I think it makes sense. I mean, it's Inuri too.
yeah.
I have Next Go Wins getting in, and it pains me to say I have the greatest beer on ever.
Yeah.
I think I have to. Yeah.
Josephine has an interesting question. If there was an animated movie nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars this year, which one do you think has the best chance?
Strange World.
Strange
Okay.
World. Or
I think
Pinocchio.
it's something. I think Pinocchio has the best chance to get into Best Picture because I think that movie has the highest ceiling.
Yeah.
Like,
I
Strange World is
agree.
more likely
But-
to win animated feature, but I think Pinocchio has the highest ceiling as something that they could consider for picture.
Yeah. I think
Exactly.
Pinocchio is probably.
my
considering
thing though is
Del Toro.
they are going to tell Pinocchio in a much different, way.
Isn't there
Right.
2 Pinocchio movies coming out this year?
Yeah, there's also
Yeah.
Zemeckis.
Disney live
film.
action one.
Dear God.
Oh, yeah. There's the Robert Zemeckis live action Pinocchio and the Guillermo del Toro.
There's
Pinocchio.
also a Lionsgate
way too many
animated one.
Pinocchios. Huh?
Yeah.
There's also a Lionsgate animated one. There's been so many Pinocchios. Remember a couple years ago when the Pinocchio film got a makeup and hair nom
Yeah.
And costumes.
and
Yeah.
costumes. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
And it
right.
starred Roberto Benigni. But you know what? Roberto Benigni also directed a Pinocchio film way back then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and he's
I remember
So
that.
many Pinocchios. Yeah, I don't know. I think that Pinocchio has the highest.
If you're going to predict Pinocchio to get nominated for picture, you're going to have to predict it to win animated feature.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
Yeah,
100%.
it's in picture. It's gonna win.
Yeah.
Whatever animated film goes into picture, it's gonna win animated feature. That's
I
just
think
saying.
obviously, yeah.
Mhm.
Same thing with,
Um,
with an international feature film. If it goes into picture, it's gonna win its other category.
The other thing is Pinocchio could have a song. It is a musical.
Oh my god,
Guillermo
it
del
is.
Toro's Pinocchio.
Yeah,
Right,
it
yeah.
is. It is a musical. Yeah, I think
So-
I might slide in Pinocchio instead of Matilda then.
The other thing,
Oh, wow.
Pinocchio, as a stop motion film, could
Yeah.
get a visual effects nom.
That's
Look at
true.
Kubo and the
Well
Two
done.
Strings. Look
Kubo and the Two
at
Strings.
Nightmare Before
Motion.
Christmas. They've thrown these stop motion films a visual effects nom. So then if we're looking with Pinocchio, an animated feature win, a visual effects nom, maybe a song nomination.
They
Like,
could get score. Alexander Desplat is doing the
it's
score.
Alexander Desplat.
Oh.
It could pick up score. Like, Pinocchio has the highest nomination ceiling of any animated
Dear
film
God,
this year.
that's so many noms.
Yeah,
So, like,
I think
it's definitely there. Yep, Wendell and Wild, as Josephine brings up, as another stop motion film. That's Henry Selick. So, like, there's been precedent for nominating stop motion films in VFX before, but I just think that Pinocchio has such a high ceiling that if there's going to be, I'm not anywhere close to predicting it right now, but if an animated film were to get into picture, it would be Pinocchio.
I do want to put Pinocchio in comedy musical now.
I do too.
Because
Yeah.
like I mentioned, they love their musicals. They're going to try at least put one in. And I think Pinocchio might be the best chance. I think it has a better chance than Matilda does now.
Well,
yeah.
I think if you could put,
to see.
I think if you put Pinocchio in anime feature, score, song, and then you could throw it into Best Picture comedy musical.
That's 4 noms right there.
Yeah,
it could happen.
And it could win one or more.
Yeah,
it could definitely.
Regardless, I'm definitely putting it in score now. Alexander Desplat. I forgot he was the one doing the score for it.
Oh goodness me! Yeah, I forgot about that too. Hold on. Do I have it? Because they nominate Desplat more than the Oscars.
Yeah, they do love him a lot more.
They love him.
But we have to keep in mind this is a Netflix animated film.
That is very true.
That is very true.
So, like, this has a very low floor and a very high ceiling at the Globes.
Yeah. Which I think this is probably going to be the most interesting movie to watch out for come nomination morning. Because it could completely flop. It could get tons of nominations. And I think it's 50-50 on both fronts.
Yeah.
Other things that I think are here, I have Amsterdam as a possibility. Yeah. I really don't want David O. Russell to get anything this award season just because it would be like really funny and just but like I don't know. Can we be done with David O. Russell? Like,
I would love to.
He really screwed himself, and
so like I'm not that familiar. What did
too
he
bad
do?
for him.
What did he do exactly? I'm not really familiar with the whole situation.
It kind of got swept under the rug after a while. So
did he like abuse someone?
Like, yeah. I believe he.
I think it was a family member that he sexually assaulted.
Oh, dear God. Okay, well that's not.
So, yeah. Probably not the best thing to do if you want to keep a career.
No.
So, I don't. It'll be interesting. I mean, there's a couple of different things. I mean, there's also Inarritu's controversy with not following any COVID protocols and a couple different crew members dying on.
Oh no!
That was
Adriano Danger Caparuso. He actually said that was
it was a rumor,
or like fake rumor, and I had to double check it myself. And I saw like the article from like World of Real, I think, but I don't think I really saw that anywhere else.
If it's not a real thing, then that's fine.
Yeah,
but
that's honestly the only reason why I'm predicting Barco, because if that was a real thing, then it would be everywhere and predicting it, right?
Yeah.
So, but no, it'll be interesting to see if that happens. Though for Amsterdam, I don't know if we care about David O. Russell that much.
I think it's just gonna be Bale, and that's it.
I agree, just because
I'm going to choose Robbie. I think she's going to have a really good year, so she could get in twice. But that's just me.
If Babylon is indeed drama, I think it's comedy. But if it's indeed drama, she could easily
100%.
Yeah,
easily be double nominated for sure.
Also, I mentioned it earlier. Look out for the holdovers. It's Alexander Payne.
Yeah, I really want to see that when it comes out.
Then you also have, I mean, we brought up Matilda. We brought up Pinocchio. Spirited. Yep. Ticket to Paradise could be a thing.
Yeah.
And then also this, I mean, it would have to pick up a couple of extra nominations. Triangle Sadness. if this does get
yeah.
screenplay and maybe Woody Harrelson, then that's the thing. But I don't see that happening at the Globes right now. And by Josephine, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Josephine, you've been very fun.
Yeah, thank you so much for being part of it. But yeah, Triangle of Sadness couldn't do it, but I don't think it will. But.
No, me neither. But I don't know. It could pick up. Like, I mean, I could see them frauding Woody Harrelson into comedy actor. Lead
Oh,
actor.
absolutely.
Could not do that.
We'll see. But yeah, I think that's about it for comedy musical.
Yeah.
Like, I guess there is "Marry Me" if that gets actress and song.
Yeah. It could. That could be a nice little package they could give it. Lost City. If for some reason if Lost City decides to nominate both, the Globes decide to both Nolik and Channing Tatum, they could nominate the movie as well. Same with Ticket to Paradise. If they nominate both, they could easily.
If either of those two movies get double nommed, then they're probably in.
Yeah.
Just because, like, I mean, I feel good if Babylon's comedy musical. We got Babylon, Everything Everywhere, and Next Goal Wins that I feel good about, and then probably Bardo, at least for me.
Yeah, I think Goal Everywhere and Babylon are the safest of the three.
Yes, yeah,
probably. Then those last two spots they could easily play with and do what the Globes does best: cause confusion and chaos and anger on Twitter.
Yep.
Speaking of anger and chaos, drama picture.
Oh my god, that was a perfect transition.
Because I have two movies that would probably piss off film Twitter. I could totally see the Globes nominating Avatar: Way of the Water.
Okay.
No, thank you.
And Elvis. They could talk more about Elvis in a minute. But
I also have Elvis.
And then I
don't know about that.
I have the Fableman Killers of the Flower Moon, and She Said as my final three.
So I have
Safest.
So I have Babylon, Elvis, Killers of the Flower Moon, The Fablemans, and The Sun.
I have The Fablemans at number 1 winning. I have Women Talking that could also win because Power of the Dog won.
Yeah.
At number 2, number 3, Killers of the Flower Moon. 4 and 5, I'm a little shaky on both of them, or at least one of them. Number 4, The Whale. I'm actually very shaky on that.
Yeah.
And number 5, I might take that out. And number 5, Top Gun Maverick. I feel I feel more confident in Top Gun than The Whale.
Yeah.
So I might just put Empire of Light instead of The Whale.
Yeah.
And if not, I would either put She Said or Avatar: Way of Water.
Yeah.
So okay, here's what I've done. I think Fablemans
or Till.
Till's definitely very much there. I think that I currently don't have Till in, but if Whoopi Goldberg gets in accompanying Daniel Deadweiler, then I think that Till has a kind of easy path to get in. But currently I have Whoopi Goldberg getting snubbed, so
same.
I haven't been left off. But no, I have Fablemans in, Killers of the Flower Moon in, Women Talking in, and then I have Rustin.
Okay.
Yeah, that's another one.
Just because I think that Domingo is my pick right now to be winning drama actor.
Yeah.
So I don't think to kind of justify that, I feel like I kind of have to throw it another nomination. I think picture could make sense there.
Yeah.
And then also I have She Said because that just seems like a very Globe film. It's gonna be very performance driven. I have Empire of Light just missing out.
That's what
I
I'm
don't know.
thinking.
I don't know how much they'll care about that movie beyond Coleman. I think the Sun's also there. I don't know about Elvis though for picture.
If Bohemian Rhapsody can get nominated for picture, then Elvis can.
But Elvis isn't Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, Elvis is not the box office behemoth of Bohemian Rhapsody. I understand people don't like Bohemian Rhapsody, but that's not a metric of what the Globes are going to nominate. Like if Bohemian Rhapsody was a huge success and it was very Oscar bait as a film.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Elvis is not Oscar bait.
Elvis is not that.
And it also it's done well at the box office, but it isn't just obliterating it. Like, I mean, it got beat out by Minions in its second week. So It isn't the biggest box office thing. Like again, it isn't Bohemian Rhapsody.
It does have a 7 point something on IMDb though, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, no, like I still think Butler is very much in, but for picture, I'm not entirely sure.
I'm probably gonna take it out. I might actually put in Till. I think Till
could be
very keep it in for now.
I mean, if I'm gonna take out Jean Smart, which I definitely am, and supporting actress, I think I might throw in Whoopi Goldberg because I already have Jesse Buckley sneaking in too, and I think the Till could sneak into Screenplay maybe, potentially.
Absolutely. Maybe. The thing is just how heavy the film is going to be. I'm curious to see if they will end up going for it as the Globes, because it also isn't that star driven aside from Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, that is also true. It's very
I don't know. I'm very curious about it because it's the other thing is it's MGM United Artists and like
with Amazon,
right? I don't know how hard they're going to be able to push those in because I feel like women talking is going to be their main priority.
Yeah, and then like Till could be for the actors.
Right. So Till would be like limited to that, but is that going to get into picture? Like, is MGM really going to get 2 Best Picture nominees in drama?
Yeah.
Well, I don't have women talking in,
so Josephine asked, could if Nope were to compete, what would it be in comedy or drama? I'd say comedy.
It would be comedy.
They were frauds as drama. Don't Worry, Darling will definitely be drama.
Don't Worry, Darling for her drama.
If a movie called Nope, it has to be comedy.
Yeah. Remember, everything that's not a straightforward period piece goes in comedy.
It does.
That's a joke I used to make all the time with the Globes. Anything that isn't a British period piece goes into comedy.
Except for The Favorite.
Yeah, we talked about except for The Favorite, which I would argue
is the most comedic. But Triangle of Sadness. I don't know. I think that it could happen, but like it's Neon. What has Neon done at the Globes?
Yeah, Neon.
Besides Parasite, which
only won the foreign language film. But
was Neon with Spencer? Or was that Bleecker Street?
Neon
was not Bleecker Street.
Spencer was Neon and co-distributed by guess what? STX Entertainment.
Oh,
STX Entertainment, aka
you're gonna if the whale flops, you're gonna see or not the whale, the sun.
The Sun, yeah. I mean, they aren't as bad as the aforementioned Bleecker Street, but you know.
Yeah. But they aren't as bad, but oof.
The problem with STX Entertainment does not have
okay, so I did Josephine bring some up. I did mention this in one of my videos, After Sun. A24 picked up the highest reviewed film out of Cannes. So this could be, I see it being more of like a critics group thing. But it depends on how big it gets. The problem is just I don't know if A24 can campaign.
Josephine asked if A24 doesn't push everything everywhere, would they most likely push After Sun? I think
The Whale. Yeah, the Whale would be their next push. But again, we don't know. Okay, I'll be completely honest. I don't even know if After Sun is going to come out this year. I think it would make a lot of sense for them to save it since they already have everything everywhere in The Whale. Like,
yeah, they have
it was very highly reviewed out of Cannes, but there isn't like that much energy around it just because it wasn't in competition. I believe it was a director's fortnight thing at Cannes. So like it wasn't like contending for any of the big awards at Cannes. So it didn't get like an extra push out of that. So I think it might even like be pushed until next year, where A24 can make it even their top priority. But I don't know. I think it's going to be very highly critically received. It gives me a lot of come on vibes though. And we unfortunately know how that turned out.
That should have won Best Picture.
It really, I like,
or at least got nominated.
All my favorite films last year, like Titan, Come On, like
Mask, Titan, Come On.
Yep, Mask, Mask.
Oh God,
Mask was like one of the
only Drive My Car is the one that I was really passionate about.
That was another one that I saw it really late, unfortunately.
Thank God we gave Mask at least 2 awards. We at least gave it We gave it original screenplay and we gave it best ensemble.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
But
No,
no,
it-
like, but no, like my favorites of last year, like Titan. Come on, worst person in the world. I'm so happy that got screenplay.
Yeah, that was.
Oh yeah.
That won with us. That was the first international film to win best comedy with us.
Yeah.
Wow.
Also, this was never going to happen, but Shiva Baby was one of my favorites of last year.
Yeah,
And
that got nominated too.
I mean, in a perfect world for me at least, that would be picking up plenty of nominations at major major ceremonies. But yeah,
It's a great
a lot of
movie.
a lot of my favorites got shafted last year. Spencer,
Yeah.
even Tick Tick Boom missing out on picture was really annoying for me.
Yeah.
That was.
Especially since they got an editing nom, and yet they don't nominate for picture. That was so strange.
Yeah.
And Nightmare Alley getting in off of production design costumes, like
That, I don't understand that. I legit.
It's interesting because Nightmare Alley got in. It almost made me think of News of the World. Weirdly enough, like if that were a year of 10, would that have randomly gotten in? Because that actually fell down a similar path to Nightmare Alley.
Yeah.
And getting
No, I actually feel very confident that One Night in Miami would have gotten snubbed, even if there was time.
I
think it would have been
One Night in
Miami
Miami
News
would
of the
have
World.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I almost think News of the World and Borat, because that would have gotten the same
Borat.
nomination haul as Coda, picture supporting screenplay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I mean, Ma Rainey had like actor and actress, and it was
it almost won both.
Front runner for both, yeah.
Yeah, and
I don't know how
2 other Oscars. So yeah,
right.
I understand that.
I don't know how you're going to take Borat over that. I'll be honest,
WGA.
Well, I mean, did Ma Rainey and One Night?
Oh yeah, no, Ma Rainey didn't win WGA. It was Borat.
So yeah,
Borat won WGA.
Yeah,
no,
it won WGA, and then it got nominated for PGA after
Yeah.
it won the Golden Globe for picture and actor.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That was just such a weird.
I guarantee you, if Dreamgirls wasn't nominated that year, the original Borat film would probably have won Best Comedy Musical.
Yeah, because that got a screenplay nomination.
Yep. It's so weird. It's that and The Godfather to have 2 films in the
Yeah.
get screenplay noms. So yeah.
The Globes always do something weird, something interesting, and I think that's what I like about them. They always keep everyone on their toes every year.
I mean, yeah, they can be a bit annoying. I'll be honest.
I didn't say they were. I didn't say they weren't annoying.
Yeah.
That's why you started the HTPA because
Really, the Globes nominated music is why I created my award show. That's literally why it was created.
But
oh boy.
Yeah, it's again that
but they
that
brought us
Marion
together.
nom last year. It's just so weird.
Last
I
year
love it, but so weird.
Last
but
year
not how I still don't understand how you nom Marion but then
Adam
snub
Driver.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was strange.
Yeah, it was weird. They went very safe last year.
Because they went for Cooper Hoffman and like Anthony Ramos for comedy musical actor.
I guarantee you, if it was a normal year, Cooper Hoffman probably would not have been nominated, or Anthony Ramos.
Yeah.
Probably
Anthony Ramos, maybe.
I'll take
I think
out
Anthony
Ramos.
Ramos would have still gotten in, to be honest.
Yeah. But yeah,
Maybe. In Heights is just another weird anomaly where I think if that comes out this year, it's a lot stronger.
Yeah, it should come out this year. I would agree with that.
Yeah, that movie got really shafted.
Yeah,
just
absolutely. Remember when we were all predicting the grandma?
Yes, I remember. I thought she was going to win. I thought she was going to win.
I predicted
Olga. What was her name? Olga.
I was not predicting the grandma because
I did in like July. And
I think my stupidest early prediction last year was Timothy Chalamet for Don't Look Up.
Oh.
Yeah, Timothy Chalamet for Don't Look Up had to have been my stupidest prediction last year.
No, mine was probably The Humans getting supporting. Like I think I had it winning supporting actor and supporting actor.
Oh, same. I had it winning.
Like
Jenkins.
Which again, I could see The Whale getting The Humans this year.
But I feel like The Whale might be a bigger profile though.
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, like
Especially
I
Brendan
mean, that was the
Fraser
first,
doing
Humans was
that.
the first time director. The Whale, yes, is Darren Aronofsky. I just like, I still think pick up like maybe a nom or two, but I'm not sure if that's gonna be as big of a thing.
I think
Um,
outside Fraser, I think it might get adapted screenplay. That's it at the Oscars.
Or
I
If
makeup.
that,
yeah.
I mean, adapted screenplay is really shallow, but like I think Next Goal Wins is stronger than it.
Oh God, yeah, absolutely.
And she said like, yeah, okay, Glass Onion could
Yeah.
get an adapted
But
screenplay
I think,
nomination.
yeah,
Wasn't
I think
I think it's
Fraser.
an outside chance, but since the category is so shallow, like
Yeah, it's possible.
Mhm.
it's
I'm not
possible.
predicting it, but it's possible.
Yeah, I'm not anywhere close to predicting it, but they're sending it to TIFF. They're giving it the theatrical run. It's going to be an original story, but it's still going to count as adapted because
It's a
Benoit
sequel.
Blanc is going to be in it.
Yeah,
If like, because Knives Out was just kind of this like weird surprise that MGM didn't really campaign that much until like after it picked up some Globe noms.
yeah.
So like, if Netflix actually wants to campaign this,
Knives Out, to Glass Onion. Yeah,
yeah, like maybe that slides into a screenplay slot.
yeah. I would
Um,
say, I'll say if Netflix does campaign Knives Out, Glass Onion, again, hate the name. It could get adapted screenplay. It might sneak into costumes, maybe. I don't think it will do anything.
And I don't know. I don't know how good I feel about that.
I don't think it would do anything though outside like adapted and maybe costumes is what
I think it makes sense with the lone screenplay nom.
Yeah.
Like
Like a white
that
tiger.
and Triangle of Sadness and like maybe even Don't Worry Darling if it's received well, give me the lone screenplay nom vibes.
Yeah, I think I currently have
I-
Bros as my lone screenplay, but obviously that can easily change.
Don't
Yeah.
worry, darling. To me, screams last night, and so I'm sorry. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that,
That's
but
fair.
I
that's what.
totally agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
I think it could also end up being like, we could see what would Promising Young Woman have gotten if it were released in a normal year, and I think it would have been a lone screenplay nom.
Yeah, easily.
So if it reaches that level, then I think we could see it being our lone screenplay nom. But I think that's our ceiling.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Yeah,
Don't
but-
Worry, Darling is as ambitious as Promising Young Woman, though.
If
Well, I
Don't
think it
Worry,
could be more ambitious. I'll be
Don't
completely
Worry,
honest.
Darling flops, Elvis will probably be Warner Brothers' main push then.
Yeah.
And that would make sense.
Well, yeah. What else do they have?
And they have Don't Worry,
That's a good
Darling,
question.
and I think that's it.
Oh my
Is that
god.
really it?
Do they
I
have
feel like they
DC
have to have
League of
something.
Super
I mean,
Pets?
They
Yeah.
have the Batman.
Well,
yeah,
they
but
do,
they
they do
have-
have
Oh,
the
they have
Batman,
the Batman.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, they do have the Batman. Speaking
which
of
you
DC,
kind of telling that we've all kind of forgotten about it.
Out of the two, though, out of the Batman and Elvis would more likely get nominations than the Batman would.
I only have Elvis getting 3 nominations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have Elvis in actor, and then I have it in costumes and makeup and hair.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
I think
Like,
same.
okay, I do think Elvis could win makeup and hair.
Yeah, well,
And here's
maybe.
why: because
Depends
look at the past couple of years, it's always been a makeup and hair paired with an acting nominee.
I
Yeah.
think
Isaac Amy
Rustin
Faye,
could be that
Ma
movie.
Rainey's Black Bottom, Judy, Vice, and Darkest Hour are the past 5 makeup and hair winners.
Judy
You,
won.
All-
you mentioned
Yeah.
Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, and I think Rustin could be that movie.
Rustin's possible.
Rustin-
I don't know how much makeup work is going to be on.
Coleman,
Domingo, that will
but
be.
other actors too.
I,
Yeah,
Yeah,
but like
I
the
think
part
once
of
we see
Elvis
it,
where it shows him, as where it shows him all fat and stuff. They really did a good job with his
yeah,
face.
makeup.
I mean, I think the most impressive thing is aging him throughout the film. I mean,
Yeah.
Tom Hanks' makeup didn't look great, but I think
Big old chin.
They
showing
easily
his age throughout the film, like I don't know, I just it fits into that. Like the Batman or the Whale would just be such a weird makeup winner, or something like
Yeah.
Babylon. Like they would just be weird makeup winners. Elvis fits into the trend.
Yeah,
that we
I would agree
I
that.
feel like the Batman will be a lot more weird than the makeup than the Whale or Babylon. I feel like
well, but
Babylon,
here's
the
the
Whale
thing.
makes
Here's the thing with
sense.
the Whale. The Whale is a fat suit, and I don't
Yeah.
think that counts as makeup. It would only be the
Well,
it doesn't.
prosthetics on the face, which like what are we getting from the whale that we aren't getting from Elvis then?
Nothing.
Yeah, I
It
think
would be a little
Elvis.
bit more impressive.
Potentially.
I said,
Um,
obviously, this is a huge, gigantic if. But if Austin Butler somehow becomes the frontrunner to win the Oscar, and keep in mind, this is the biggest if I could give in the entire universe, I could see him winning actor and makeup. I could see that being like a combo. Obviously, not predicting it.
I wouldn't call that the
Oscar.
biggest if in the entire universe. Like, you weren't saying that Thor: Love and Thunder is going to win Best Picture, but like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
obviously,
Minions Rise of Gru is
yeah,
more fun.
but
obviously,
no, like, I mean, again, just looking at the past makeup and hair winners, like, it's
makes
always
sense.
been paired with. I mean, it's the same thing as like sound and editing.
Yeah,
We always see it paired with. I mean, the past 5 years, it's been a lead acting winner. So
Yeah.
like,
or nominated.
I mean,
already.
Or nominated because Ma Rainey didn't win.
yeah, sorry, yeah. But 4 out of the last 5 are winners. Then Ma Rainey's. Granted, the year before Darkest Hour, we had Suicide Squad.
The thing is, I agree with you. I agree with you on that. I'm just saying there are other places to look that could potentially.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
but I mean, it's a biopic lead acting winner. So like,
Rustin.
I think as of now,
so is Rustin.
That makes the most sense. Yeah, and I think Rustin could get a makeup and hair nom. For sure.
Yeah. Again, if it has a lot of hair and makeup, Rustin could win the hair and makeup with Domingo.
Yeah.
They like doing those packages. Like, they like to give an acting win with a hair and makeup win.
They just did it last year with Tammy Faye.
Exactly.
I mean, again, it's been 4 out of the last 5.
Yeah, that have won an acting award, one hair and makeup. So
Yep.
makes perfect
Well,
sense.
Bombshell
biopics.
Bombshell won makeup, but didn't win actor.
No, was it Bombshell?
Yeah, Bombshell.
I thought it was
Yeah,
twice.
sorry. Yeah, no, I said G earlier, but I mean also, biopic acting nom.
Yeah,
so.
biopic acting still stands.
It all fits into that.
Point's still clear.
But yeah.
And by the way, what was I going to say? The reason why I argued that if Michelle Yeoh won the Globe, then she could win the Oscar is like that. That honestly, to me, signals passion for Everything Everywhere All at Once as a whole.
Yeah.
To me,
I mean,
and that could trickle down. And if that trickles down to not just Ki Hui Kwan but also her, it could produce a sweep or almost a sweep. And so,
okay, but another thing to think about if we're talking about passion. Yes, I know it is the HCA Mid-Season Awards, but like, that was Everything Ever was first test.
Yeah.
And it won 7 awards out of its 8 nominees.
That was expected. No, the thing is, that was expected to almost.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree it was expected, but like, I mean, it
that was
showed
the first major test.
It was its first test, and it showed passion.
Yeah.
So,
wait, 7 out of the 8. What did it lose?
Jamie Lee Curtis and supporting actress
Jamie Lee
lost
Curtis,
to Stephanie too. So
I thought,
lost itself. Stephanie
it lost to itself.
And Jamie Lee Curtis was the runner-up.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, like, again, those awards don't mean anything, but there is passion.
There's one scenario I can see happening everywhere.
Everything Everywhere.
You know what
I got you over there.
It could end up like Parasite in terms of passion.
I'm telling you.
Saga.
Look at the Letterboxd rating. Look at the Letterboxd rating of 4.5. It was above Parasite at one point. It was the number 1 movie on Letterboxd.
Yep.
It could win SAG Ensemble. I could legit see that happening.
I would love to see that. I would
just definitely do that. I think Babylon's its biggest contender right now.
I think Babylon's the front runner, but again, I could easily see everywhere.
Max Joseph, who was previously on the stream, like a month ago, he said that, if it wins Golden Globe, you could see the passion.
Yeah, building
for that movie.
Yeah,
I mean, even just look at Coda last year. Where did the passion start for that movie? SAG Ensemble.
Whenever SAG Ensemble has a passionate pick, watch out for picture.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, if Everything All at Once does get SAG Ensemble and win it, then there you go.
Yeah, I think it could definitely be nommed.
It has a few hoops to go through first, but it could easily.
For sure.
Go to them. And that would get, it doesn't have to get Globes, but if it does, it really helps it.
And here's the other thing with Everything Everywhere, potentially picking up SAG, like Parasite. I don't think Parasite got any of its actors into SAG.
It just got SAG Ensemble.
Coda just had Troy Kotzer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everything Everywhere would likely have actress and supporting actor.
Yeah. Or at least actress.
At bare minimum, actress, and I think supporting actors happening for Ke Huy Quan.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I think it's just
it could end up with 3. Really good.
So
I think Babylon,
I don't know. I think there's definitely a passion.
You want to talk about the narrative of Best Picture winners that go to movies from directors that haven't had that big spotlight before. They're not as big as Scorsese or Spielberg or anything like that.
Yeah.
So and they've been around for some time, but they haven't had like their big moment. Daniels is at the top of the list.
So honestly, I've talked about this
next.
I've talked about this on my show. I think Everything Everywhere All at Once and Woman Talking are the top 2 Best Picture contenders, just because like it never goes to the top ones. Look at 2019. Was it the Scorsese movie? Was it the Tarantino movie? Was it the Mendes movie? No, it went to this small thing that popped up. Look at last year. Was it any of the big ones that we were expecting? Was it the Guillermo del Toro movie? Was it the Coen Brothers movie? Was it the Ridley Scott movie? Was it the Jane Campion movie? No. It went to this small movie. It was also, there's also this trend. I mean, look at Chloe Zhao in 2020. Also, the past 2 going to movies directed by women.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be any of these top 4. I don't think it's going to be Killers. I don't think it's going to be Babylon. I don't think it's going to be Fabelmans. I don't think it's going to be Empire of Light. I think it makes the most sense for something like Women Talking or Everything Ever All at Once, which is going to get more passion with critics and audiences all with Everything Everywhere, potentially for Women Talking. I think that's going to be a bit harder of a one to pull over.
Yeah.
But like, I just think that makes the most sense considering this trend for Best Picture. Even look at Green Book. Was it like, which like, I do not like that movie, but if we're looking at like, it wasn't any of the big ones. It wasn't Yorgos, which we were looking at. It wasn't Throne. It was the Farrellys. Like it was Peter Farrelly.
Directors of Dumb and Dumber.
Right. Not even on the radar at all until it popped up at festivals, until it got passion behind it.
Exactly.
So like the last time it was a director who had been previously even just nominated was Shape of Water.
Yeah.
With Guillermo del Toro. Like we're moving in this trend where we don't see the big, like we don't see the big boys sticking out all the way through the year. It's always something that gets a lot.
Like they'll get nominated, but they won't take the big.
They'll get a lot of nominations. Look at The Irishman. It picked up 11 nominations, didn't win any of them. Like, Power of the Dog. It picked up 10 nominations.
One director.
Even more, I think. Right?
It picked up 12 nominations.
12. Thank you. Yeah, 12. Yeah. And it lost 11 of them. Right?
Yeah.
Like it only one director. So like that, I feel like we're moving that route. I don't think it's going to be any of the things that are at the the expected contenders. I think all those things will get nominated for the win for Best Picture. I don't know.
Yeah, that's just the perfect narrative for Everything Everywhere.
I agree with that. I think in terms of usually go with the most expected pick or semi most expected pick. Because last year they went with The Power of the Dog and West Side Story.
Oh, you're talking about, I was talking about Oscars.
No, I'm connecting it to the Oscars. But what I'm saying is for those movies like Coda and things like that, sometimes their wins don't start at the Globes; they start after that.
Yeah, and it's very possible for Everything Everywhere to lose the Globes to Babylon.
Same thing for Women Talking. I think that like Women Talking is going to be a massive BAFTA thing. I think Women Talking can pick up SAG Ensemble nomination plus Jessie Buckley. And then like expected at Critics' Choice. Like I for me right now, and Oscar Juggaunt, like we seem actually fairly aligned on a lot of our predictions. But yeah, for me the top 2 easily right now for Best Picture of the Oscars is Everything Everywhere All at Once and Women Talking.
And what I wanted to, and one more thing I wanted to say, then I'll shut up. What was it? Okay, come back to me. I blanked out.
Okay.
But yeah,
But I think it's possible for the Globes to go with the two safest, and then the Oscars, and then after that is where you could see that everywhere, everything all at once, where you
I mean,
can see the
Globes
women
are
talking.
typically safe. I think we'll definitely see the Globes go safe.
I think the Globes, I think Babylon and Fablemans is probably going to be the safest picks that they'll probably do.
Yeah.
But then after that, you'll see the everywhere, everything all at once. Maybe winning SAG ensemble, or women talking winning SAG ensemble, and then so on.
Yeah, I don't know. Not enough people are talking about women talking. Like, I think that could be a very big thing. I think it's winning adapted screenplay. I think Sarah Polley could win Best Director. Like, I think that she's very much right there.
Especially if it does well at Venice, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's going to place top 3 at TIFF if it goes. I think it could win Venice. Like, it's.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be very big. I read the novel. Like, the novel's phenomenal. Like, also, it's probably going to win WGA.
Yeah.
If we want to jump ahead that far.
Absolutely.
Like,
yeah, I
it's
think
the
so.
most WGA thing. I think that women talking could get a lot behind it. But yeah. I'm gonna have to head out, guys. But this was
I was
a lot
about
of
to
fun.
wrap up anyway.
Yeah. I appreciate you inviting me on.
Thank you guys so much for being part of it.
This was fun. I just love doing these. It's fun to talk about it.
I might do a SAG one at some point. I know I'm going to switch my commentary to Emmy Talk very soon, but I definitely would love to do a SAG one.
And I'd love to be a part of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for being a part of it. And yeah.
All right. Thank you for having us. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.